And with that, the watch along can begin. People, deluded, I'm back again. As you can see above my head, it's Belgium against Slovakia, and it should be a good game again. Big up you lot, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. Again, predictions, talking points, questions. You lot been in great form during this Euro campaign, people. Long may it continue. So yeah, YouTube one, smash the like button on your way in. I hope everyone's doing well and safe. I just want to see a good game of football, you know. Forgive me, I want to see first and foremost goals, which the European Championships has provided that. I've watched every game with the exception of whoever was it Ukraine, Romania. I was in the gym, so yeah, I missed that out. But I don't know what's happened. You know, I saw on social media there's been some mistake from Lunin, the keeper, or something like that. But either way, the Euros has been quite entertaining. It's provided many talking points, people. So yeah, hopefully we see a good game of football. I must admit, I do want to see heartbreak. I want to see mistakes. I want to see people make errors. I want to see VAR controversy and all of those kind of things. Again, this is the first of two watch-alongs from myself. After this, we're watching Austria versus France. I have some bad news, people. Again, you know, I've been given a message that I have to go and attend to something away from YouTube. So I'm not too sure if we'll be watching games tomorrow, people. But I don't think the games are that great. So you're going to have to miss me. Thursday, Friday, we're back again. I ain't going to lie. Saturday, there'll be some Arsenal content. But I'm out of office. Sunday, we go again, people. So yeah. Lunin stinking up the gaff heavy. So he must have made a serious mistake, people. Big up Riley in the cut. Appreciate you. I'm good, man. I'm just here to see some good football, man. It's been a progressive day. I've had some meetings trying to progress this stuff that we're doing. Obviously, I've made some videos. I'm waiting on some thumbnails. And now we're doing that watch-alongs, man. So yeah, business as usual, man. Run it up. Appreciate that. Oh, man said new intro. Heck, I ain't been here in a while. Big up Malik. You defo seen that before. You defo been here when I've spanned that. But if you haven't, let's go with that. Nah, it's nothing serious. It's nothing serious. It's to do with YouTube. It's to do with YouTube. Like, well, indirectly to do with content. So I'm out of office. I'm always working, but I won't be working, man. A man said, hit the light or else you're gonna step on the Lego barefooted. Tell them again, Pat. So big up the Bulgarians in the cut. 3-0 Romania. Blood, for real. Hey, Ukraine are dusted, boy. What did Mudryk play? No, that ain't jerk chicken. That smells like an agenda. Boy, you know. He's bringing that Chelsea form and stinking up the place. The striker didn't do that. Zinchenko was there as well. Meaty. Hey, Romania slapped them quickly, innit? Damn. Somebody in the chat must have, I can't remember the game, but one of you was like Romania's dark horses. I don't want to get excited and start saying that, but you might have had something. Nah, not the ×3 intro one at the very end. You definitely seen that, but all right, you have now, innit, man? And we're back. Shout out Marcel. Hopefully it's a great game of football, man. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie. I know next to nothing about the whole Slovakian 11. The only player I have close to a clue on is number 22, Lobotska. I'm sure he used to play for Celta Vigo. Something tells me you're playing in Italy. He's small. He's a diminutive. He's one of them kind of central midfielders. He's quite decent, really. Where Belgium are concerned, I won't quite say this is the golden generation. There are some members that are still in and around. You know, Hazard's not a thing. Toby Alderweireld's not a thing anymore. Vertonghen's not a thing. Company's not a thing. But you've still got Onana, Kevin De Bruyne, the exciting Jeremy Doku. You know, hopefully his decision making is decent. The best in that 11, Kevin De Bruyne is all right, but Leandro Trossard's the big dog, and you've got Mr. Lukaku. You know, Belgium have the capacity to go places. You've got Onana as well, who's been linked with Arsenal and several other clubs, like many players playing in the European Championships. Obviously, I don't think the games you play in the Euros is going to make or break whether you get a move that you desire. I'd imagine that clubs have ran the rule over you already, but we have seen in international tournaments, players get the move off of a great campaign. Jabrudka from Slovakia. Oh, yeah, the keeper as well. He's been about. I missed the Romania-Ukraine game earlier, man. I had to catch up on sleep. Too much football. Heard Ukraine got sourced. I mean, if you lose 3-0, you definitely got sourced. Make sure we're taking care of ourselves, man. Man said, man like deluded, forgot Belgium were in the Euros. These lot been quiet. Well, go on, okay, man. I hope you're doing well and safe. Big up you lot, man. It's just one of them Mudryk games. Fantastic on the ball stuff, pulling off some handsome dribbles and runs, but the end product. The saddest thing is, I actually like Mudryk. I think there's a player. I just feel for Mudryk, you're at that stage now. I think you need a manager, and I don't know if the new Chelsea gaffer will do that, but I think you need a manager that's going to put their arm around you and say, you know what, like assuming the Premier League season started today, you've got 5 to 10 games. Whether you play good or bad, I'm giving you an opportunity, but every game counts. But are you going to get that? And I also think Mudryk's at that stage now where reality is, yeah, you look at someone like Madueke now, Mudryk better than him in terms of tech. But I think one thing that separates them is, and I don't know them from nowhere, but is in the way they carry themselves and their mentality. Like when you hear Madueke speak, he's on this, yeah, I'm at Chelsea, there's great players, they're going to sign great players, but I'm trying to play football as well. I think Mudryk's got to change his own fortunes, man. You just got to pull up your sleeves and grab a spot and have that sort of level-headedness and that still required. Especially, I hate to be that guy, but as men, you know, the world don't care. Work harder, man. You think the world cares that I bring out consistent content with you lot? I have to keep bringing stuff out. Yeah, Skriniar is there as well. You have to forgive me for forgetting about him. Not really saying much at Paris Saint-Germain. I do like I used to like Belgium's Mangala. I don't think he's hit the heights projected. Who's the most dangerous man in the Slovakia side? Not a clue, man. There's several unknown players to me there. Who knows? I have a fun, you know what? I'm going 2-1 Belgium, but Slovakia to score from a corner. I just feel people downplay set pieces in international football. So, yeah. And make sure you lot follow me on TikTok, people. We're going to, you know, in life, they say reinvent yourself. We're going to add some more gears and layers to myself. It's not just a football thing now. Belgium will score a lot, trust. I mean, when you've got Lukaku, Trossard, Doku, Kevin De Bruyne as your front four, you've got the capacity to score goals. Whether you're going to is another thing. Carrasco's there as well. Can't sleep on him. Hanko, the left back / centre back. He plays for Feyenoord. He's decent. We were linked with him. But to be fair, though, Marcel, they're going to link you lot with everybody. You lot are going to get linked with a lot of Dutch-based players or players that Arne Slot has either worked with directly at Feyenoord or somehow cross paths with them in that regards. It's keen. You know what? I'm actually keen to see what Chelsea look like next season, what Liverpool look like next season, what Arsenal look like next season, what Spurs... No, I'm capping. Definitely not Spurs. Would you set yourself up to do a watch along for every Euro game? It's impossible, man. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. My goal, and I've got no mathematic evidence to back this up, was at least 60% of the group stages. And to be fair, obviously Saturday myth, tomorrow probably a myth, so it will drop. But I think I've given a good go of it, man. We've watched more or less every game apart from 2 watch. We didn't watch Romania Ukraine today together, and whoever Denmark played, big up Christian Eriksen for bagging. We didn't watch that, but we watched the Germans, we watched the Dutch, you know, we watched the Spanish, we watched the English. Probably missing out some as well, man. Really. DG, have you seen the Ornstein stuff? And we are potentially bidding within the next days. Oh, Osman, sorry. Yeah, I have, man. I'm just again. You just put something in my head. I've done a video on it. Let me see what my editor is saying. To be fair, I'm asking him to do madness, man. Like what? That's 1 thumbnail. That's 2 thumbnails. That's 3 thumbnails. That's 4 thumbnails. That's 5 thumbnails. That's 6. I'm asking him to do madness. So yeah, when the thumbnail's out, I'll aim for it. If he works to his normal standard, then I'll probably set it to be released at about 10 p.m. UK time, like after the Euros and that. But yeah, I have. But I'm bored of it, man. Like, it's easy to link Arsenal with strikers. Well, to be fair, Man United, Chelsea, and Arsenal, it's easy to link us with strikers, especially because the Sesko thing didn't happen. We've been linked with Osimhen before. It's easy to say to do these things, man. And I must admit, you know, I'm more than happy to talk about transfer news. I'm more than happy to talk about the same things in videos. But I do want to see some new rumours, if I'm honest with you. It's the same old. I just want to see our boy Trossadinho playing. Listen, Trossard bagging. Hopefully he brings that form. To be fair, the Belgian bench is decent. Oh, right, Vertonghen's still about. You got Vertonghen, Telemans, Witsel. You know what? Belgium got a decent squad. But I'm not buying into the Belgium hype, man. Like, how many tournaments we've seen these? And they're not bad, and they could prove me wrong, but how much times we've seen Belgium rock up and they've got quality players, but they ain't done nothing. And it does feel like there's a new generation of Belgian players coming through. I wouldn't quite describe it as the golden generation, but Onana is 22, Doku's around them kind of ages. But it feels like it's done. Like it feels like this Euros is now or never. It felt like the World Cup as well. Like they've been around for a while now. If they're not going to do something in the Euros, then it's a bit of a myth. I know age isn't quite kind to the more experienced players, but technically they could make the 2026 World Cup. But what physical condition is Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, for example, going to look like in 2 or so years? I don't doubt that they won't be top players, but you get where I'm going, man. Transfer window for Arsenal ain't looking great so far, but it's only just started. To be fair, can we really say that? And not just for Arsenal, for every team. I'm not saying every team is going to address every area they want to, but the window opened on Friday officially. I'd imagine some of these players that are playing in the Euros will get moves. And I imagine the managers, the advisors, everyone who makes decisions at these clubs, they're going to get things happening. You know, the transfer window is like a snowball effect. It's like all it takes is one move or one big move to pop off. And then we're going to see madness. Like, to be honest, I think mid-July is when we're really going to see people holding shirts and doing those things. We've seen kickoff people. Slovakia have kicked off. Be interesting, man. It'd be interesting. You know, did I give my prediction? I can't remember, but I'm going 2-1 Belgium. Lukaku and Trossard, Kevin De Bruyne assist. And to be fair, I want to see my man Lobotka for Slovakia. I think he's very good, and they're going to need you really and truly. In fact, Slovakia have given the ball away here, so throw in to Belgium. Big up DG. If Arsenal sign Onana, will you be singing like Rihanna? Why for that? I don't know about singing over the next man, but pick up yourself, man. Hey, shout out yourself, Jojo. I'm hoping that City don't get Xavi Simons. We're also interested. But the thing is, when it comes to interesting plays, I don't doubt that. I'm not getting at you, but I don't doubt that Arsenal or anyone's interested in Xavi Simons. Everyone's interested in everyone. But putting down bids, you know, talking with players, actually thinking like it could get done is another thing. I think Xavi Simons, I think he could grow to be a difference maker. I still think he's a work in progress. You can't judge someone on one game, but he didn't really do nothing for Netherlands in their first game in this very competition we're watching. Bit of head tennis going on between the Belgians and the Slovakians. And then, well, it's still going on there. Oh, the diminutive Slovakian Lobotka, he's 30, man. He's such a player. Do you think Kevin De Bruyne's international record with Belgium hinders his legacy in any way? Last tournament I remember him turning up properly was in 2018. Probably, but there's a bunch of players that you could say that about, man. But I don't think it can hinder his legacy. I don't think, while Belgium have a golden generation and, you know, they have flattered to deceive, like what finals have they got to? What have they won? You know, definitely in my lifetime, Kevin De Bruyne is Belgium's finest export, really. Who really and truly can talk to him? Well, to be fair, you have got Eden Hazard. Well, between Kevin De Bruyne and Eden Hazard, it's them two. Lukaku's got a decent legacy. Company could lay claim to something. And to be fair, I always have this debate with my friends. Who's got the bigger legacy, Kevin De Bruyne or Hazard? For me, in terms of what I want to see, Hazard, but I think it's close. Jeremy Doku has just ran past several players. And another one, oh, Doku could be in here. End product, my son. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. It's falling to Lukaku. Is Lukaku offside? I don't know either way. No, the flag stayed down. Lukaku did look like he was tripping and he's hit it into the midsection of the goalkeeper. But that's what Jeremy Doku can give you. Skipped past several Slovakian players. Did well to stay on his feet as well. Rid 2 very good challenges. This guy's lit, man. He's so real. There's a player in him, but it's just I've said it before. I think Jeremy Doku's a player like he's going to go up several gears, or he's going to play exactly what you see now and what you see in the City. He either goes up several gears, or he plays like this for the majority of his career. Oh, Nana, ooh. I like Onana. You're welcome at the carpet. Belgium low-key have a good squad. It's not even low-key. They do have a good squad. They have a very good squad generally. They've got a quality squad. Ball's attempted switch of play to Trossard. Trossard had no chance there. Yeah, I mean, I do want to see that. Everyone's going to be interested in good players. It all comes down to who's going to pay the funds. There you have it. Who's going to pay the funds? And if the player has a willingness to go. You know what? If the Slovakians are not careful, they might concede early doors. You're doing quite a terrible job retaining possession there. You have it. Another throw-in. They're fortunate because it's come off a Belgium lad. The throw-in's been taken quickly. To be fair, Slovakia could be in here. Move from him. Why are you standing next to him? Make the overlapping run. Carrasco would have been in problems. They haven't elected to do that. To be fair, Slovakia still have the ball. And I must admit, maybe it's a bias, but in games where there's an evident underdog like the Slovakians are against the Belgians, I always judge what I think I'm going to see in the game by the midfield. And to be fair, the Slovakian midfield, they're all sharing for the ball. Should be a decent watch, man. It shouldn't be as one-sided as, you know, ignorant football fans, including myself, would expect on paper of these two nations. I think we all thought Carrasco retired, man. He must be one of them that's in Saudi Arabia. You can't still be at Atletico Madrid. See, you're in Saudi. God is my witness, I never knew. Saudi Arabia, I hear it, man. Get paid, man. Get paid. That's not nice in relation to Lukaku. Man like Carrasco still about, underrated baller. I hear you, Marcel, but what's he underrated about? I think everyone gives him his flowers. Like, he's not ever been seen as like getting into the certain conversations. He's always been just seen as a calm player. Chelsea doing a job, United doing their job, Man City as well, Villa doing hella jobs, and we haven't even started anything. But to be fair, we don't know if Arsenal have or haven't started anything. I would love to wake up and we've signed a striker, a winger, a central midfielder, but what's reported in the papers is very different. And to be fair with you, you're not wrong, but what have Chelsea signed? What have United signed? What have Villa even signed? To be fair, Jeremy Doku's put Lukaku in here. Heavy touch from Lukaku. Come on, Trossard, my boy. Don't pass it. Forget them. Yo, Trossard, what's that, brother? You should have squared it to Lukaku, if anything. The one guy they probably wanted it to fall to. In the opening 5 minutes, Belgium should have 2 goals. Let's hope they don't live to regret that. But yeah, like, what has anyone done? Aston Villa, cool. You're selling Douglas Luiz, you're getting Weston McKennie as in a swap deal. It's not really anything that's quite a downgrade, in my opinion. I know it's frustrating, but for me, and I would like the players in for pre-season and all that stuff Arteta wants. But I'll always say, within reason, I'll shut my mouth until, what is it, the 1st of September, when the window's officially closed. Good switch of play by the Slovakians there. Couldn't keep it in. He did quite well to pull it out for a Belgian throw versus a goal kick. Belgian pressure. It's true, but you got to take your chances, man. But this is what the Belgians possess. I must admit, it is interesting seeing Trossard and Doku playing on the right-hand side. Surely at some point, pardon me, Doku peels out to the left, Trossard goes out to the right. Oh, Nana, what are you doing? That's why you're told never play the ball across your area, and it should be 1-0 Slovakia. It should be. It is 1-0 Slovakia. You better pray to God the offside flag comes up. Oh, Nana, this is why you don't talk about wanting moves and all of these things. This is why the strikers need to take chances. What on God's green earth was Onana doing? Schoolboy. Belgium engineering their own problems. Onana, what on God's green earth was that? Played a nonchalant pass. It was intercepted by the Slovakians. The initial chance died, but they kept going. Onana, what are you doing? Was that even, let me be fair to Onana. Was that actually Onana? No, it weren't. Who is that? Is that Mangala? I said I'll stop rating you. Let's see that again, man. Moving like police. Everyone looks the same. Who is that? I think it was Mangala. Why on God's green earth would you do that? Hey, that's great, because at the start I said I stopped rating him. Boy, you dropped your team right in it. Right in it. Right in it. What are you doing? That mistake is worse than the throw-in where DeMarco did for Italy against Albania. What are you talking about, brain fart? And the thing is, you're playing that pass 9 times out of 10, you get away with that. The one time that you need to, when millions are watching this, you don't. But why is your head down? They tried to zang them and say goal check. And to be fair with you, Belgium should have had a goal of their own. So it should be an interesting watch for us, people. Terrible. The hell was that? What on God's green earth was that? But it does make this interesting. Wait, what's Twitch saying? Sorry, folks, I am still here. What's this? Okay, fair enough. Okay, we're back. We should be back. All that pressure to see. Football's a 90-minute game, man. And I do think Belgium have the capacity to score, especially if Jeremy Doku keeps going. I think Trossard needs to wake up, but he never really gets sleep. Schoolboy defending, man. There's no point defending if you're expected to lose. I don't think that's the most sensible list of ways to approach it. I know what I think you mean. Like, you might, if you think you're going to lose anyways, you might as well be a bit brave and adventurous, but you do have to be street smart. And you do have to take opportunities like you saw with the Slovakians. If a team better than you presents you with goal-scoring opportunities, Loboska, come on, Slovakia are bopping it. Hey, go on, I deliver. Good defending, really. Good defending by the Belgium lad. Boy, it's game on. Was it Docky? Whoever that was, boy. Everyone just looks the same. Told you this man was Sambi Lakonga XL. That weren't, was it? Oh, no. I can't lie. The angles weren't angling. Like, whoever did that, peak. Or was it Jeremy Doku? It was Doku. See what happens when you just think life is about Beyblades. Doing silly street fighting skills. Silly. And I hate to be that guy, but if Jeremy Doku cut his hair, he would have seen that weren't the pass to play. Trossard to Doku. Doku can redeem himself, though. What's that? Smells like a Kevin De Bruyne agenda. We're watching you closely, Kevin De Bruyne, because you are a quality player. But goats don't get hooked at goats don't get hooked at halftime in crucial matches. Goats don't get hooked in FA Cup finals. Goats don't get hooked in Champions League finals. Boy, nothing like a good agenda. They're showing him miserable from multiple different angles. Boy, all you got to do is charge it to the game. 9 minutes, you got 81 more minutes to just make sure you have a laugh and a joke at the end of the game, or you lose this. The fake Puyol Don's missed his header. Hey, wait, that's the guy that was at Leicester. I'm sure you was at Leicester. You was at someone in the Prem when they were shipping goals. You might be a fraud as well. It was on that. Whoever it was, boy. Nice early goals against Shout Romania. It's been a good tournament, man. Long may it continue. I wonder who's going to drop the first 0-0. Or can we go as far as to say there'll be no 0-0s in the group stage? To be fair, whoever's been placing bets, I don't advertise it, but must have been making a handsome profit so far during the Euros. This is easily both teams to score. I'll be surprised if Belgium don't score. If 10 minutes in, it's got a good tempo to it. It's peak because Belgium had 2 clear-cut opportunities to get goals of their own. Can Slovakia get a second? They might. Oh, he tried to head it back across. It's just the application was terrible. Loboka. Okay, the offside flag's gone up. That's the end of that. It was Doku. This Onana scout session off to a bad start. Yeah, it looked like Doku. I did think it was Onana at first, but you see it's Doku. Why are they checking if there's offside? There's no offside. I mean, do you know what? I can't get onto the refs and whatnot if they're trying to do the right things. What on God's green earth was Doku doing there? You better stop that Pep Guardiola Man City BS in the international football. International football don't care about none of that. Oh, that would have been a great switch of play from Kevin De Bruyne and from Doku. He just couldn't keep it in. It's so deep because Doku went from that encouraging run where he glid past several players to that. This is proper VAR, mad quick. Boy. To be fair, I guess you could quantify many mistakes in the league. I mean, in the games played in the Euros, but direct, proper errors. The fullback, undoubtedly for Italy against Albania, and what you saw there, Lukaku, Mangala. Yeah, man, Belgium are not doing nothing serious in the Euros, man. England's got their problems, but they might move to you lot. Carrasco. Oh, Nana, show us something. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. That's surely a free kick. It is a free kick for Belgium. Boy, it's off to a great start. 12 minutes in. Kevin De Bruyne, you must do something today. You must. Don't go out like Philip. That's all I'm going to say. Don't go out like Philip. Kevin De Bruyne, the master of the spam crosses. Under the guise of alleged creativity. I'm throwing shade for no reason. Kevin De Bruyne delivers to the back post. That was horrible from him, if I'm honest. Goal kick. That was horrible. That's not going to be in Kevin De Bruyne's highlight reel. Such a good player, that wasn't. Who was he aiming for? I mean, Lukaku and Onana at the back post. He hasn't quite been able to find either one. Has Matt Edit finished with the thumbnails? Come, man, because I want to make sure that vid's up. I ain't even read the message. It's peak. We're watching France, Austria, or better yet, Austria, France after this, folks. Hope to see you all there. So, yeah, we gotta wait. I mean, Slovakia, they're trying to play out from the back. They're being brave. They've just won a free kick. All their players are sharing for the ball, having, courage so far, giving as good as they're getting. Right. If you're a Chelsea fan, the young right back who we watched at the under-17s World Cup, who it looked like Chelsea were going to sign, Wolves have hijacked the deal and completed his signature. Fair enough. Fair enough, lad. David Ornstein just dropping bombs. I mean, this ref's starting to make it all about him. This Mangala done dropping Telemans. Yeah, I won't say no more. He's not the truth, man. And he at Nottingham Forest. And to be fair, we don't know all the dynamics. Potentially Telemans is carrying a knock or something of that ilk, but I'm with you, Social James. I don't know why television isn't starting. The man, I mean, at the end of the day, my man manages the country. He has to do it however he wants to do it. But yeah, man, God, you can play football, but all I see is a five-a-side done. Like you look like a poor man's Lasana Diarra, and even Diarra was a bit more proactive than you. He was a very good player, Diarra, mind you. Just didn't really settle anywhere. And the first time he really, I mean, he won stuff at Chelsea, was at Arsenal for literally 6 months. When he finally settled at Portsmouth, he got moved to Madrid. Onana finds Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne just sends someone shot with an eloquent twist. And it's here of Jeremy Doku, who needs to do something. Jeremy Doku down this right-hand side, twisting and turning. Beyblade settings. Hit it, lad. He does. It's headed by, I believe, Skriniar. Throw into the Belgians deep in Slovakian territory. I must admit, Jeremy Doku's dreads look wavy with the kit. But if he cut his hair, he wouldn't have made that mistake. I'm telling you. Doku got to walk home just for that. Got a bag of hat. Bro, you got to do some serious damage. You can't go out like that. You cannot make mistakes like that. And it's so... I mean, everyone makes mistakes. And, you know, it's good for little kids out there because even the professionals are human. But, like, it's just incompetence. Your head's down. What did you see? Like, mistakes like that, obviously he's made the mistake. But you would love to hear from the player. In that moment, what did you think you saw? Trossard, Kevin De Bruyne tries to play a 1-2. Oh, it's good defending. That's surely a goal kick. It is great defending so far by Slovakians. I like how Slovakia are moving. They've got this approach of if you lot want to beat us, you got to take it over our dead bodies. Why? A little less on that from Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe. Just maybe. It weren't meant to be, though. It wasn't meant to be. It's Trossard number 9 for Belgium. Raw since when? To be honest, I don't know how long he's had that, but he's there. Big up Trossard. And to be fair, since Slovakia have taken the lead, it's not that Belgium have retreated into their shell, but I just think Slovakia have been the better side. They're moving the ball a bit better. They're competing a bit better. But again, when you have the quality the Belgium have out there, things can change in a sec. It takes one bit of brilliance from one of those. I mean, the ref, Mangala's on the floor. We hope there's... Sorry, Onana's on the floor. We hope that's nothing serious. Seems like he's holding his back. Why don't you like braids or dreads, DG, on footballers? Who said I don't? Bro, footballers can do what they want. I'm not Graves. It's just a bit of banter. You can wear what you want. I'm black. Like, that stuff's expression. I must admit, though, I ain't trying to see my defenders with all them funny hairstyles, though. Like, you're not serious. And if you do have them hairstyles, you got to make the difference. It's like wearing different color boots. It's an unwritten rule. If you're wearing pink boots or yellow boots or something crazy, you need to be a baller. You need to do great things. Just like what? Low socks. And nowadays, that trend of them, you know, these footballers putting holes in their socks. I don't think people like... I know, you know, it's for blood circulation allegedly and whatnot. But I don't think people like Conor Gallagher should be doing that. It needs to be ballers. Pardon me. I mean, Slovakia seemed to be going long now. It wasn't what you was doing before was working. Now it seems like you're trying something else. It's been a lot of balls into the right-hand channel of Belgium's. Is that where they think there's a weakness? The ball's on the left-hand side. Carrasco, Trossard. Yeah, Trossard's been a bit meaty so far today, if I'm honest. And Slovakia are into Belgium territory, and they've got a corner for their troubles. Decent game. I mean, apart from Belgium literally looking good in the first 2 minutes, like, Slovakia have been the better side in this opening 18. So far, so good. Big up you lot, people. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button. Twitch gang, one love. I mean, a second Slovakian goal would be lit. Really. Then it's really game on. I know I say this every live stream, but who's in the group? We're all waiting for this corner to be delivered. Is it going to be a decent one? It's a decent ball, to be fair, and it's great defending from Belgium because that looked like that had a Slovakian stamp on it, and it probably would have been 2-0. The move's not dead now. It's on this left-hand side. Are you going to deliver? To be fair, Slovakia have a throw-in deep in Belgium territory. What's the groups for this one? Who is in Belgium's group? Because this could have losing to Slovakia respectfully could have serious ramifications. Who's in Belgium's group? I mean, if Romania get a second win, they complicate things. But on paper, Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine, they should be able to do a thing. Any team that's got Zinchenko and Mudryk get in serious trouble already. Serious trouble. This is the golden generation people are hyping up. Hyping them, man. They're all done great individually, but collectively, I don't know what's missing from them, but it's not serious. Oh, Nana clears his lines. Not being funny, but why is Lukaku pulling out to the right-hand channel? Bro, you need to just occupy the central areas and be a focal point for a second. To be fair, is it two up front? It's not really a 4-3-3. Aye, Kevin De Bruyne has done well. Trossard, don't be a hero. Bro, Trossard, man! Kevin De Bruyne, lovely. Lovely from Kevin. De Bruyne is the luckiest man in this stadium. Almost got caught in possession. Needs to remember he's a goalie. Forget what the modern day has. Trossard, if you take that shot on, you have to bag. And that's the second time Trossard could have played someone in. I don't mind this Trossard for Belgium, but you don't behave like this for Arsenal. No, Trossard, stop looking to the sky, bro. God can't help you unless you help yourself. You didn't help yourself. You're better than that. You're better than that. Moving like Anthony and them man did. There's a Slovakian man down. Why am I getting animated? I don't even care about Belgium. Sorry, people. I'm way too passionate. This is like, he was playing yesterday and I found myself over-celebrating. I love football. Trossard, I don't know what he's doing, man. Trossard should have either 2 goals or 2 assists at this moment. I definitely think more 2 assists. I said the other day, you ain't that much older than me, but you said you was in year 8 in 08, bro. I was 8 years old, DG Youngs. Hey, big up yourself, C. But loud that, man. Loud that. I'm only 29. Bro, 20s are gone. Bro, what the hell's going on with my life? I ain't got shit. See, now you're making me think about a deep life, man. Damn. 30 next year. Hey, life shit, man. All I want is 70k subs, man. Anyways, it's 1-0 to Slovakia. I'll take that. Yo, DG, I've got evidence of you saying it's coming home, so you can't deny it when it goes south. What's coming home? I don't understand. I don't know. What's it's coming home? I don't know. I could be talking about anything. Nah, there's definitely no grey hairs arriving. Babyface killer settings, you know. And it's a shake, bro. Man's always 30, bro. Where's it? God zanged me, God zanged me. Just a little, bro. Can't have it all, mate. Still the babyface killer, man. Only 29, You're an well, how old is some of you lot? I know Marcel's older than me. For real, though, we don't want to see this at Arsenal. Trust out. Bro, do what you need to do in the Red Devil shit. Don't do it here. Oh, Slovakia could be in. Pass it. You're being a hero. You're not doing so well. You're entitled to go for the shot. But if you square that, it could have been 2-0. Slovakia are giving Belgium a good fight. Dare I say, Slovakia are actually the better side. And it's Belgium that are now living on the counter-attack. Belgium look like a side like that are uncoached. You look less coached than England. Slovakia look like they've been coached. They're passing and moving. They're playing it through the lines. Belgium, it just looks like a bunch of individuals at this moment in time. I thought England was individual brilliance FC, not Foden, Saka, Bellingham, the real G's, but you get the point. Not you as well, Wheezy. Bro, man's deep in life. Life's too short. It's crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. I'm deep in life. I'm like, bro, where's the mortgage? Where's the life savings? Why am I not financially free? How many sources of income have I had? Where's my kids? That's what that comment was. It just racing all through. And it made me think, right, some of my friends are on holiday in LA, Las Vegas, Jamaica, and I'm here going, people, deleted, I'm back again. Damn. I mean, it's got to be 5 p.m. somewhere. Oh, it's over 5 p.m. here. With that, let's pour up, man. Let's get it started, mate. Damn. This is the thanks I get for consistent content, It's crazy. 24 minutes in, the Belgians are losing, people. I mean, when you're nicknamed the Red Devils, anything can happen. That's why Man United need to be rubbed for as long as they are. Big up Woozy, man. I'm so. Hey, Woozy, I can't believe you lot are keeping Ten Hag, man. Ten Hag's a better manager than Pep Guardiola. Mangala. Feels like something's missing from Belgium. I can't put my finger on it, but it just feels like something's missing. It's like there's no soul to the way you're playing. I know Nana's giving the ball away. See, this is why you don't talk before tournaments. You said you wanted to move, boy. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, they don't want midfielders that can't pass the ball forward. That's surely a Slovakian foul. He's done well. Hey, the strikers from Slovakia, you've done very well today, you know, on occasion. The only thing Slovakia have done poorly is when, you know, the keeper almost got them in trouble. But other than that, they've been calm. Apart from that, and it's been intercepted by Belgium's Jeremy Doku, who started the game very brightly, been a bit quiet since he made the mistake which led to the goal. Here he is down this right-hand side. Can he rectify? Not if he doesn't remember to bring the ball with him. Bro, I'm 10 years older than DG. Yeah, you are. You're 39. See, all right, get onto him. That's old, bro. Like, that's old. You're older than the internet. Damn. Man said 36 going on 37 Thursday. I wish I was 29 this year. Time flies. Galaxy, happy birthday in advance, man. More life. You know what? You have to be thankful. You have to be thankful. Unfortunately, in my life, I've seen people die at a very young age. Of all ages, die too soon. Unfortunately, I have a lot of friends that lost their lives as teenagers. So you have to be thankful, man. At least our gaffer won trophies recently. That's cool. Arteta won trophies. He won the English Super Cup in August. And I swear he won some individual award the other day. Agendas. It's cool. You know in your heart you're not happy with Ten Hag. You know you're not. United fans, I hear it. If you say you had a better season than Arsenal, that's, you know, trophies are trophies, isn't it? But you know in your heart you're lying. And if you say the Community Shield is not honours, go on Manchester United's website right now and look at everything that they include as honours on the honours list. Because you'll see about 20 Community Shields. That's used to talk about Alex Ferguson. I'm not saying it's wrong. We're going to have to use the rules properly. I'm 36 as well, DG, still a young G, but time goes quick, late 20s, 30s. Yeah, that's my thing, Dean. I just don't want to waste any more time, man. I don't think I'm wasting time, but I don't want to waste time. 20s went like that. I'm not going to lie. I thought I'd be in my 20s forever. Like, and I got zanged as well. Like, what? COVID robbed at least 2-3 years of my 20s. So I'm getting that back. You know what? I'm 26. I think he's better than Mikel. He is. They need to keep Ten Hag at Man United as long as possible. You know, he's made several great signings. Casemiro, Varane, you know, Anthony has got qualities that no other winger in the Premier League possesses, which are not very good. Unique qualities, man. Rey Mysterio, centre half, and that holding 7 over there at Anfield. Saliba could never. I hear it. Trossard's been fouled. Not gonna lie, Trossard, man, you've been moving a bit meaty. Belgium might have to take a leaf out of Arsenal's book. It might have to be super sub settings, man. You need to rise something. Trossard has to score. Jeremy Doku has to score because he made that mistake. In my opinion, Trossard's got to walk off this pitch with a goal or an assist because, to be fair, he should have 2 assists. Being greedy. I understand it, though. He's begging for fun at Arsenal in the season that's just gone. I understand it. Shout out yourself, Gav's highlights. Make sure you're following him. It's coming home, man. It's coming home. We don't know what I'm talking about. I could be talking about my cat that just went out the window. I don't mind, man. All attention is good attention, man. That's one thing I've realized, man. Make sure you put that on TikTok and they follow over to the channel. One of my best friends passed away at 24. I think about that every single day. Be happy to grow old. It's a privilege. You're not bringing the mood down. RIP your friend, man, but it's true. You know, I hate to bring, you know, RIP Kevin Campbell. A man lost his life at 54. You never know. We've all got a sell-by date. And that's actually something I've always been conscious of as a young person. Like, you know, we've all been to many funerals. Like, you know, when you get leaflet's not the right word, but you see obviously the leaflet when someone dies, it's got the Psalms or whatever. From a young age, I've always sat there and always thought, right, one day that is gonna be me. DG is not growing, fam. Why for that? We talk about next man growing. That's crazy. I don't know what you're K, I don't know what you're on. I don't know what that's about. We're all inclusive on this platform, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Trossard finds Kevin De Bruyne or Kevin Lukaku. Trossard, don't mess it up, Trossard. Bro, Trossard's drunk today, man. Trossard. Belgium have conceded the foul, but in truth, that's Trossard's fault. And that yellow card that Mangala is about to receive is actually Trossard's fault because Trossard's played a hospital pass. Trossard's not on it so far, man. Trossard's not been on it. You man got close to a title, let it go twice. I can't take you man seriously. Where have you lot been then? That's cool. We'll have that. Trust the process. We're fighting City in that. No matter what you say, thanks for those 6 points. And you can get Arsenal fans. You can't get at me. Woozy, in your heart, you know I'm one of the good ones. I haven't been doing all the capping about Arsenal winning titles. Pep's a bad guy, man. You can't let Arteta just do you know what? Over the last 2 years, he should have let us the first title challenge. He should have just let us control that. But you see the year that's just gone with the defensive record and the top 6 record and this and that. Pep, you could have let us just hold that, man. And I'm not much optimistic about winning it in the year to come because there's no guarantee we're going to be fighting for that. And also, like, you get the vibe that this is Pep Guardiola's last season in England. Surely he wants to do 5 in a row and then cut. So, yeah, man, it is what it is. Big up everyone. Nice to know how old everyone is. I didn't throw you under a bus 2-3, man. Big up yourself, man. You're almost 50 in that. Pardon me, really and truly, though. Do you know what? I'm very conscious of me saying that now, you know. I don't realize how much I say really and truly. I don't think I even say it in my personal life that much. I don't even know why I say that all the time. Bro, I am only here for Trossard, but damn, Marie, you'd be disappointed because Trossard, he's moving drunk, man. The Slovakians could be in here again. To be fair, Slovakia looked very threatening in the final third. No, Slovakia. One more pass and they're in. If I was the Slovakian coach, assuming the final 15 minutes of this first half stays the same way, I'd be saying to my boys, I'd be quite upset that we haven't got a second. I think everything else has been great. They've defended amicably. They haven't really given Belgium nothing. Likewise, if I'm the Belgian manager, like, you lot are grown men. A lot of you play at high levels. This is genuinely what I'd say. So you lot are grown men, experienced individuals. You know this ain't good enough. Go and do better. You've got the quality. Onana's found Kevin De Bruyne. Come on, Trossard, mate. Trossard on this left-hand side. Back to Kevin De Bruyne. Mangala. Carrasco. To be fair, I feel a bit sorry for Carrasco. He's been one of the Belgian players that's looked half decent so far. Surely need to get him involved a bit more. Onana. Can't lie, this midfield Belgium got a bit meaty. Kevin De Bruyne finds Carrasco on this left-hand side. Can Carrasco deliver? He's only got 2 red shirts to aim for, really and truly. He floats it up, not really towards any one of his teammates. And Slovakia had possession here. That's not a free kick. That's a good tackle by the fake Puyol in Belgian colours, if I'm honest. So, yeah, what else you got saying? I'm pouring the Jameson. Oh, S, like, man. Because if we're going to do this age thing, S, you're 18. You haven't even seen when Arsenal was lit. This is the best you've seen Arsenal. That's a loser thing. I'm doing that on a half-hard thing. I just thought, let me hit back. These are some of the best players you lot have seen. You lot ain't seen us with a league title. At least I come through at the right time. I ain't flexing nothing, mate. It's okay. You should put it on a t-shirt and market it. That's how the kids are doing it nowadays. Fair enough. Let's be real. How much is it on Pep that we've been missing out compared to our mistakes? It's us. We have not won the last 2 league titles because of ourselves. But it's also indirectly Pep because of the brilliance. Like, you know, if Pep Guardiola wasn't a thing, which he is, so we would have got 2 Premier League trophies. You just, even being perfect isn't good enough. Like, I find myself asking for something unrealistic in that I think you can only really drop 4 to 5 points when you're fighting Pep for a title. But it is us, or our playing squad. Like, we fucked up twice against Fulham. We dropped the lead from a winning position against Spurs. We turned up after an hour, against Chelsea. Newcastle, again, we competed well, but if you don't create or put the ball in the back of the net, you don't get 3 points. And had we have just got 6 extra points, maybe less, where would we be? But that's all coulda, woulda, shoulda. And I hear it. You know what, Weezy, you can laugh at Arsenal, do all of that. But once you're done and we get on to you lot, what's going on over there? Because when Arsenal finished 8th and won the FA Cup, no one had nothing positive to say. That's a great pass from Kevin De Bruyne. He has forced Doku out wide, but it's still a good pass. What can Jeremy Doku do? Doku stands it up. Is that a corner? Yeah, it is. What happened to my man? I don't think the ball hit him in his face. What happened to the Slovakian lad's down? I hope he's all right. What happened to him? No one knows. You're very excited for France. Have you seen those fights in hockey? I used to just randomly watch hockey fights compilations on YouTube, and yeah, it's quite mad. What happened to him? Is he holding his head or his hamstring? I'm not sure. I hope he's all right, man. Like, I'm always generally quite concerned when people are injured and you can't see what happened to them. I don't know if it's his arm, his head, his hamstring. I don't know what happened to him. Brother, what was Jeremy Doku thinking? Looking at that, that was lit from Slovakia. Only Doku knows what he was doing. I'm 22 in August. Do your thing, man. Do you know what? If I could, what would I do if I went back to 22? Save a lot more money. Focus on hard skills a lot more. And soft and network, actually, like a lot more. That's what I would do. You're gonna do Copa America watch-alongs, DG? I want to, but I mean, big up the international ones out there. Some of you are in other countries, and I feel it that you lot watching football at stupid hours is a casual season for you lot, especially if you support Premier League teams. But look at these times, bro. I want to watch Jamaica, but like, well, I will watch it, but streaming 2 a.m., 1 a.m. The best it is around 11. We can link up for semis and quarters and them things, but damn, man. France lineup looking kind of sus. Dembele, Thuram, Rabiot, Kante. That's not really scaring me. Probably an experimental lineup, really and truly, in their first game. Respectfully to Austria, you can't sleep on anyone, but those players should be able to do something. But at the same time, they're still quality players. Like Dembele's a problem. Thuram's, just won a league title with Inter. Rabiot's decent. I don't really rate him like that, but he's decent. Kante's Kante. And to be fair, who did France last play in an international friendly? Or it might have been the friendly before the last one. Like you wouldn't know Kante's not been playing in the top 5 leagues. It's like he never left. Imagine that happening in football. Which Arsenal players would you put up? What do you mean? What are you referring to, bro? Oh, fighting in football. Gabriel Magalhaes. I reckon he'll be, out of everyone in the Arsenal squad, I reckon Gabriel Magalhaes will beat everyone up, if I'm honest. I think that's about it. We ain't really got we got nice guys. We ain't really got evil dons. Slovakia could be in here again. No, doing too much. They still got the ball though. The Slovakians are gonna cause problems in this league, whether they win games or not. Corner kick to Slovakia. I rate this Lobotka. He looks wavy. I never really took much notice of him at club level. You can see the quality. But I tell you, look, when it kicked off, and to prove there's no cap, where's my YouTube account? I'm sure I did a Lobotka video. Don't ask me why, but a few years ago, there was a time where I was religiously watching Celta Vigo, like as much as Arsenal. I was watching all of their games, and he's not Santi Cazorla, but like small diminutive don, you could see why you might want to call him such. Hey, 2018, there you have it. The trenches, there you have it. There's David. How's Trossard been playing? He can't be Trossardinho. Trossard's probably been the worst Belgian player on the pitch, give or take, if I'm honest. Corner kick to Slovakia, poor one from them in all truth. Doku gets it from Kevin De Bruyne. Jeremy Doku, bro, who is that too? You never saw how passing with your head down got you in trouble before. And again, Slovakia actually looked like a team. Belgium just looked like individuals. Slovakia looked like a team that's been coached in all phases. Belgium, just to be fair, Belgium are not. They're having a lot to do defensively, but it's not really like all men to the pumps defending, last ditch John Terry-esque kind of things. But yeah, like Belgium don't look convincing in the middle or final third. Like you look less convincing than England, respectfully, and that do you know how special you have to be for that? To be honest though, Anderlecht have a good couple of under 16s and 18s coming. Belgium are still pumping through some quality players, I won't lie. And I'm sure they'll get there where it's disrespectful. And I wouldn't say Belgium are not seen as a serious footballing nation. They are, but like if we're talking about who we expect to see in the semis and the finals and win it, you're probably speaking about the Spanish and the Germans and France. Put it this way, if France win the Euros, I can't imagine anyone making too much money. Like the way Belgium are moving, Scotland will give them a game. Now that's cap. See, God, why could he make me a footballer, man? One of these tiny central midfielders. Why I gotta be a fullback? Life ain't fair, man. Alright, Slovakia are bopping it. This is some of the best football I've seen in the Euros in terms of. Oi, I bang it! Oi! Oi! Unlucky. That would have been a contender for goal of the tournament. That's a fantastic team move. Tipped off by a fantastic. Well, look, there's flicks around the corners. There's wavy things. I big up Slovakia, man. They're playing wavy. Anyhow, that went in. It's a good save from the goalie, which is the best bit of defending on show from Belgium. One you'd expect him to make, but nonetheless, oi, sauce. Like I said, Slovakia look like a team that's been coached. The rest don't. Like, Belgium don't. Like, oh my God, Belgium are in trouble. What I would say is get this out of your system in the first group stage game, innit? And make sure this doesn't continue. And to be honest, the way it is now, Belgium have to thank their lucky stars that it's only 1-0. DG same height as Trossard. Wavy. Napoleon was shorter than me. Oh, you're one of them. Oh, I'm 6 foot. I got 6 foot in my bio. So what, lad? So what? 5'8" and what? 5'8" chocolate, darling. What? I'll have a problem with women, but it seems like you two guys be hating. Bro, if you're 6 foot plus and you're not in the NBA or being a model or something or a footballer, you're a failure. And God made us, well, I can only speak for myself, but us shorter guys with therefore face card valid. No the vibe. See, when it's me, gal say, I don't care as long as you're taller than me. I know you can't relate. Stop hating. Stop hating. Just for that, Trossard's bagging. Stop hating. Hey, big up the members, man. Can't sell my DG stocks. Appreciate that. France results this year. Lost 2-0 to Germany, 1-3-2 to Chile, 3-0 against Luxembourg, 0-0 with Canada. Not really much to analyze. Fair enough. If Havertz was a low-key lanky, he could be a good fighter, you know, aggressive guy. Just, would you call guy aggressive? Hey, Lukaku could be in. Lukaku. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hey, Lukaku, shameless. How can you put your hand on your head? Like it was close. It weren't close, bro. And that sums up Belgium so far. What all the first 41 minutes we've seen. You know, if Belgium were on point with their finishing, as poor as they've been, they probably would at least be 3-1 up right now. And to be fair, if that was the scoreline, it just shows how sometimes football isn't always accurately, you know, reflected in the results. But then again, it is tournament football. No way. Hamsik is Hamsik on Slovakia's bench. They got the OGs out here. Surely not. I know I didn't see you. You got to be part of the coaching staff or something. No way you're still kicking ball. I haven't seen you for years. How's everything? No, he's not on the bench. He must be part of the coaching staff in some degree. He's there. The car keep moving mad. I respect short kings like, man. Facts, I'm not short, but some of these guys that brag about that. Bro, some of my best friends, well, out of my friends, I'm probably one of the shortest, but like half of them are so corny. Like they got their Twitter bios and Insta 6 foot on. I hear it. We've all got to play our positions. I've got to do the cheeky chappy thing. You got lads, best piece of advice I can give you with women, not that I can give you that, is just be yourself, lad. Just work with what you got. But yeah, Trossard, I wish he wasn't playing because he's not playing as good as he can be. There's nothing to scream and shout about. 43 minutes on the clock. Oh, Nano, Mangala. I mean, it's neat, but it's lifeless from the Belgians. Kevin De Bruyne. To be fair, he's been one of the better players, but even that, it's hardly anything to scream and shout about from Kevin. Oh, Nano. Everton's Nano. Finds Jeremy Doku. He's for some reason in the center of the pitch. You're going to pass the ball? I don't think Doku wanted that, but there you go. And it's still 1-0 to Slovakia, people. Very interesting so far. Doku, man on. Head up, mate. Head up. Look up. Look up. Not every day dribble. Look up. You see what happens? You don't look up. You're wearing red shirts. They're wearing white. The thing is, I've got a lot of time for Jeremy Doku. I think he could be a real player. But he's one of them. He's got to frustrate the living daylights out. Not only Pep Guardiola, but whoever the hell the Belgian manager is. I was about to say Roberto Martinez. It's not him, is it? And Slovakia have won an important fight. Slovakia deserved their lead. Pardon me. If it was 0-0 and it ended at half time 0-0, I think the Slovakian manager would be a lot happier than the Belgian guy. The only Belgian player that can't do much better is the goalie. I don't think the goalie is to blame for anything. Like, I don't think everyone from Belgium is playing terribly, but it's not what you would want to hear. Like, one of you commented, you know, when you think of Belgium, you do think of golden generation and all of this. Half a minute left, folks. Excluded added on time. What are we guessing for added on time? I'm going to go 2 minutes, probably even be a 1. To be fair, the game's had a good tempo, it's had a good flow, hasn't been too many need for stoppages. Trossard's actually played a pass and found a teammate. At least it's nice to know he's actually playing. As long as you don't do this in an Arsenal shirt, Trossard, who cares? Anyone seen Kevin De Bruyne the first 45? Best advice for women: they befriend men they like, they choose men they respect, never forget. Hey, gent next door. That's lit. Oh, yeah, bang on. 2 minutes. That's great advice. What would be my best advice for women? Well, for men to women. Best, because there's plenty of things I could say. Always be prepared to walk away. Always be prepared to walk away. And if she's really into you, you don't need to do the most. Because I know some guys that do. I've never been on the opposite end, but it's a cold world when it comes to women. That's another video. Lukaku's been found. He leaves it to Jeremy Doku. Surely Belgium get themselves back in level. Nope. Jeremy Doku, to be fair, if you didn't have many other options, decision making, killing these lot. Absolutely killing these lot. And football's a funny old game, but it's also quite simple in that you need to put the ball in your opponent's back of the net more times than you have. Oh, is that a fair call? Had that have went in? There's an interesting call from VAR to make. I don't know if Lukaku would have been offside there. Best advice to women on men: if they want to, they would. I would say that, because as men, not me, but to the galleys out there, men can sell dreams, bro. They can tell you everything. And once they rob you of your common sense, it's peak. Slovakia could be in here. They've got another corner. You know what? I hope they get a second because it make it quite interesting. Belgium has too much old players. I hear that, but are they losing because players are old? You're bad, man. Oh, man. Are they losing because they're old, or they're just losing because stupid mistake, not offering anything or doing anything of any competence in the final third? Oh, wow, Slovakia, that corner was poor. Have you got another one? You got another one. Come on, man. Float that in the box, man. Give your more taller players. You got Skriniar and all of these players. Give them something to work with. It's crazy that Openda scored 24 goals in the Bundesliga this season, and the Belgian manager is starting Lukaku and Doku. I mean, I guess he reserves the right to use whoever he wants. But you would imagine if it stays like this, then you've got to look at bringing those people on. How is Belgium playing? Antonio, lifeless, uninspiring, lacking end product, lifeless in terms of the passing. Bunch of individuals, competent, great individuals, but lifeless. In comparison, Slovakia are doing quite well. They got the goal. I won't quite say they rid their lot, but there was some nervy opening exchanges where they could have conceded. Their keeper, De Bradko, almost got them in trouble, but his mistake went away. But they've defended well. They've attacked well. They're passing the ball well. They're being brave. They deserve their 1-goal lead. Big 3 points for Slovakia if they see this through to the end, to be brutally honest with you guys. To be fair, the way Belgium are moving, it's not too late to register. Well, it is too late, but Eden Hazard should have been called up. You need someone that's just going to be competent. Who's the coach for Belgium? You got time? I might as well look, because that's something I should know. Belgium national team manager. Let's actually find out. Why is it not coming up straight away? Tedesco? You're the current Belgian manager, the 38-year-old. Fair enough, lad. When did you get this job? Domenico Domenico Tedesco. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, he was at Schalke and a couple of Russian clubs. Slovakia would give England a game 100%. 100%. German manager with Italian roots. Managing Belgium, football's universal, man. What have we made of that first half so far, folks? There can't be anything really to scream and shout about. But nonetheless, Slovakians won't care about that because they're winning their game. Oh, what's this? Video cannot be monetized. You see the issues that come with editing on YouTube? Damn. That's a problem. Let's see what the editor is saying. You done any thumbnails? Nope. You haven't read the message yet. Oh, come on, lad. I just want to get videos out from people, then. Go. Don't forget, people watching Austria, France. Martinez was stinking up the gaff at the World Cup. Then again, I think it's more the Belgian players than it is managers. He's managing Portugal, and we're going to get to see what Portugal are about tomorrow. Yeah, they have to be playing tomorrow. Yeah, they're playing Czechoslovakia tomorrow. Be interesting to see what Czechoslovakia are about because, you know, the days of Nedved, Rosicky, they had a keeper, a striker that was abnormally tall. Was it Volo or Molo or something like that? They had one tall striker. Do you know what? One thing I've liked about the Euros is there's been some traditional strikers just doing traditional striker stuff. Like, as much as I love the way the game's going, but it's nice to just see strikers be strikers, if that makes sense. Telemans and Openda will come on and change the game. I'm telling you, 2-1. Make it interesting. Slovakia impressed me. I thought they were going to be one of the worst teams at this tournament, but they're easily looking better than half the teams, even the likes of Croatia, Denmark. Croatia were rubbish. Not Czechoslovakia no more, DG. Czech Republic. No, it weren't closer. Close as German, man. What's his name? He's mad tall. He used to play for Czech Republic. He's ridiculously the striker. He's mad tall. I forgot his name, man. Let me see if Google will come up with tall striker. Like, he's ridiculously tall. Was it? There you go, Jan Collar or something like that. Yeah, you. Yeah, you was mad tall, ridiculously tall. It weren't a European Championship. Yeah, that's who I mean. It weren't a European Championship or any international tournament unless I saw him. DG, what a player Bellingham is if he doesn't win Ballon d'Or. I can't disagree. You know, he's won everything at club level and he's having a good Euros, but I think it's a Vinicius Junior thing, really. DG, would you do a deluded thoughts for advice when it comes to women? Now, probably going to start bringing that Lego stuff into TikTok, but I can't give advice. I don't know how you talk to women. Disclaimer. Like, what advice could you not want? Like, yeah, why not, man? Do you know what? That's how you go viral. In 24 hours, we will see what Turkey have to offer us. Do you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing Arda Güler, to be fair with you. And he's an interesting prospect, man. Like, I think you'll have to. You never know. Ancelotti might have other ideas, but you'd imagine he goes on loan from Real Madrid next season because they're just a bunch of attackers. But he can play as a 10. Long term, he could be an 8. He can play off that right hand channel. Yeah, the collar, he was lit. Well, not lit, but you get the point. But yeah, Jude Bellingham's cold, man. I must admit, it feels like some people hate on Jude Bellingham. Let me get the stretches in, folks. I'm still here. But it feels like people hate on Jude Bellingham for no reason. Like, me personally, I don't understand this. And I'm not saying people are wrong, but I don't understand the shouts about Jude Bellingham being overrated. Mate, I can understand not being pleasing on the eye, even though I disagree. He's not doing a million skills, but he has a high technical level. I think Bellingham's a real player, man. And to be honest with you, pardon me, I'm jumping ahead, but because of how he carries himself, you could be an England captain one day, and maybe even for Real Madrid. So far, so good if you're Slovakian. Where Belgium are concerned, they're losing. Right, ITV, where's Ian Wright and all of them? Oh, they got the late shift in it, the France one. You don't need to get my subs up, man. Hopefully the 2036 World Cup or 2026 World Cup or the Euros or something. That should be on TV like this. Hugo Boss suits and these things. Big up Left Scott and Aluko. Right. Still here, folks, busting the stretches. You lot don't understand how difficult it is to sit down in this chair for hours with you lot. Especially when you did leg. It was stupid, but I did leg day. What was Jeremy Doku doing, bro? Like, if you're going to do that, it has to meet the player. You have to find your teammate. And it's funny seeing the Belgian players desperate appeals for offside. Offside can't save you. That was mad. But for little kids watching, listen, that's what you have to do as an attacker. Because if that Slovakian lad does not expect that a mistake to happen, the goal doesn't happen. You've got to be proactive. No, man, Slovakia deserved the goal for this, man. If you're watching it on ITV, man, look at that. Look at that sweeping move and the volley. I wish that went in just because of the move. They earned that. They are playing football. F-U-T-B-O-L. Football. Doing their nation proud, man. And this is why I love football, because it's not one on paper. Now, you probably expect, you never know, but you probably expect Belgium to turn this around. But going into it, unless you're Slovakian or you fancy an underdog, many people probably thought, you know what, Belgium, business as usual. Apart from the first 2 odd minutes, I haven't been impressed with Belgium, but they have had chances where they could have put the ball back in the back of the net. They've had chances. Trossard's had a couple of them where he could have at least got 2 assists. Lukaku should have 1. And I always, again, you can't draw too much on the first game, but if you're Belgium and you're playing the English, Bukayo Saka, if you're playing the Spanish, if you're playing the Germans, if you're playing the Dutch, boy, you're going to be in serious problems. Why on God's green earth did Trossard not pass that one there to Lukaku? And they definitely should have scored this chance where Kevin De Bruyne has kind of forced the keeper into an error. Why did you do that, Trossard? If you be greedy, you have to score. But to be fair, though, I know it's bad, man, but if I'm Trossard, I'm not passing to Lukaku either, man. You can't tell me nothing. You definitely can't do more kick-ups than me. Forget all of that. And I could be wrong, but is Lukaku not Belgium's top goal scorer? You know what? As much as we call this the golden generation, yeah, could this be the lost generation of Belgium? Could this be... And it's not fair to them because, you know, Belgium have been here where you've had like a great French side and some other sides. But could you argue, like, collectively at international level, England could lay claim to it slightly as well. But could you argue that for the collective bunch of players, you know, like over the years, maybe not so much now, but, you know, for a long period of time, they had Witsel, Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, or many are good players. The collective bunch not to achieve anything or do anything of significance. Trossard saw his name in lights, bro. Sound like young ads. What? Switzerland, dark horses. Switzerland always give a good account of themselves, but I think when they play a team better, I think they're done for, if I'm honest with you. I just don't think they have the quality. Rumours say Ten Hag is still talking about that offside against Arsenal. Who's the dark horses for this Euros? I haven't seen enough to say someone's dark horses, but I think Slovakia are giving a good account of themselves. Romania won 3-0. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think I've seen enough to be based on the first sort of round of fixtures to say. I don't think there is a dark horse per se. At least if there is, I can't see at this moment in time. DG, not gonna lie, I'd sell our midfield other than Odegaard and Rice to buy Bellingham. Who is there to sell? Jorginho not bringing that, and Partey's not bringing that. And I would love Jude Bellingham at the carpet, but he's someone you probably had to sign when he was 14, or you had to probably get him at Birmingham with some myth now. Who saw the Ronald Koeman video where he's picking his nose? Nasty. And yeah, the Premier League fixtures will be released tomorrow morning. That's actually a thumbnail I'm trying to get one of my editors to do because, you know, I'm going to go through it. As usual, when the fixtures are announced, I don't know about anyone else, but I am obviously want to see who you're playing on the first day, but I immediately look towards the December period just to see what we're facing there. Belgium won't fight for each other. They didn't get out of the group in 2016. But they're going to have to start fighting for each other or they're in issues. Everyone's dark horses for like the past 3 Euro tournaments, and we're still running that they're up next. I hear that. Hey DG, I'm from Portugal. Big up the Portuguese, man. And did in fact go and watch the Slovakia game during the qualifying in Porto. They actually have some decent players when you look into it, and gave us the hardest game in our group. And they're giving a good account of themselves. Turkey are mid, bro. I didn't say anything about Turkey. Big them up. Listen, I want everyone to give a good account of themselves, man. But Turkey have a good couple players coming through, man. They got that at Juventus. Maybe too much of a big arcs now, and you have to have more than 2 players. But they got that lad at Juventus. They've got Arda Güler. There's probably a couple of it. You know, that 30 left back. I don't know how good he is in truth, but he seems to be linked with the bigger clubs. Good crop of people coming through, man. My boy Sesko scoring against England. You said you was doing that in the first game. These men had Company, Vertonghen, Vermaelen, Alderweireld, all in the same gen, and those are just centre backs. So yeah, arguably, like, oh sorry, the time is still running. Apologies, people. This has to be the greatest collective group of players not to do anything, and they all were playing to high levels. DG, would you take Chiesa? Yeah, if you're just talking ability, but Arsenal tax, we're never going to see him play, man. He's just going to be good mates with probably, if Tierney stays, Tierney, Partey, and Tomiyasu in the treatment room. Really, quality player though. I think the Italians did very well against Albania, man. Barella was a joy to watch. Absolute joy to watch. What has Endrick said? Endrick said, I will tell news that will shake the world of sports. Huh? You've already signed for Real Madrid, bro, unless you're... I don't know. Apparently, Lukaku has now missed 6 big chances in his last 99 minutes of major international tournament football. But to be fair, you'd expect your striker to be up there for top misses. But yeah, I mean, Lukaku, cue to hate. Apparently, Chiesa is on Bayern Munich shortlist. I've just seen that as someone mentioned Chiesa. Transfer is possible in the summer with an expected price valuation of 30 to 40 million euros. Hendrick said, I don't know if you're ready for this. On June 20th, I'll be on ESPN to tell news. Unless it's I'm staying on loan in Brazil or I'm not going to be playing at Juventus straight away. I mean, Juventus, Real Madrid straight away. I'm not too sure what that could mean. Jude Bellingham is the first player to score for England's men's team at both the World Cup and European Championship while playing his club football outside of England. I mean, he'll play in the Prem one day. When that happens, I don't know. Because are you in any rush to leave Real Madrid? Probably not. Ain't this injury? You got 5 goals this season. He just needs to be quiet and work. I'm not going to lie. It looks like the truth, though. Besides winning the league next year, what else do you want to see Arsenal put right next season? I.e. win at Anfield or beat Villa and Fulham? Well, I'd love to see. I don't think it's going to work like that. But I don't expect next season to be unbeaten against the top 6 again. But I would love that. Would love to win at the Etihad and Anfield. I think that's the step to go over. I want to do the double over Spurs. Shouldn't have drew with them at the Emirates. Would love to win the Champions League, but yeah, man. By the way, isn't Real Madrid signing Mbappe kind of screwing Endrick over? How is Endrick supposed to get time to develop when Mbappe will be playing all the important games for 5+ minimum years? Yes and no. I think yes, because obviously there's less spaces, but it's Real Madrid. The chance to sign Kylian Mbappe on a free transfer doesn't come around too often. He's a player that, makes them even better, and they can't turn that down. It is all about the future, but Real Madrid are here for the now. And also, you could argue that, pardon me, for all the hype Endrick's getting, you're going to be allowed to be slowly integrated into the team. I do think there's a reality where all of these players can play together, really, because, Mbappe can play in a couple of positions. Rodrigo, like, for example, you could have Mbappe up front, Vinicius on the left, them two interchanging in games. You could have Rodrigo behind them. Endrick does quite well off the right. So, yeah. Winning at Anfield, good one. And I want to date Beyonce. We won the league at your place. We won there in the cup, mate. Hey, come get your 3 points back, Marcel, man. Please, come get your 3 points back. Klopp farewell tour. Allow it, man. You think because your manager got veneers, we was going to allow him? Come on, man. I heard you never walk alone. So why was Van Dijk on his own? You got the trolling now. You have, yeah? Arsenal should try to do shopping in Real Madrid. They can't all stay, surely. I mean, we got Ozil, we got Odegaard. But who is there to buy from Real Madrid? We're not going to wake up and sign Vinicius. We're not going to sign Rodrigo. If you want to give us Arda Güler, I'm on that. I wouldn't mind Diaz. Mbappe, 3 years at Madrid, number 14 shirt. If I had Arsenal in my image, we'd have Isaac, Mbappe, and Saka all up front. Well, the front 3, but it isn't a thing. The second half has kicked off. Big up you lot, people. You lot's banter, talking points. You're in top form. Oh, Nana has found a teammate. Can Belgium get back in this? Arsenal will win the Premier League this year. I hear that, man. But what is winning the Premier League? Like, it's very easy to say and it's very easy to assess, but it's very complex as well. What is winning the Premier League? There's many ways of winning the Premier League. You could say winning the trophy, obviously lifting it in May, but seeing your team and your manager get better and better, seeing your fans buy into things, seeing the club reflect itself on and off the field. In many ways, this is winning. See, if I was a football manager, boy, I'd be lit. Everyone's probably looking in confusion, mind games. Kevin De Bruyne plays a give and go with Doku, who's now on this left-hand side. Jeremy Doku, what can he do? Get your head up, man. Finds Kevin De Bruyne. Is he going to let it rip? There's not an angle to fashion a shot. He gives it back to Doku. Oh, that Jeremy Doku's touch let him down at a vital moment. And Slovakia clear their lines. Ref, hands all over the Slovakian lad there. Liverpool haven't beat us in the league in 2 years. But need to learn from Fulham. Who do you think will go further? Endrick. Who do you think will go further? Endrick or Yamal? A lot depends on how they were raised, mentality and hunger. It's a tough one. And it's one that I can't answer because I think Endrick looks like the truth, man. He looks like he was born to score goals and just born to be a star boy. Like, I've seen him at youth level. He's not pulling up trees in the senior game, but he is doing some iconic things. But I'm a big fan of Yamal, man. He's got to be the best La Masia talent post Messi. He just looks like the truth. I don't think we could see, I don't know at this moment in time, man. I don't know, man. It's a good debate to have. And you imagine, Endrick at some point is going to be an out-and-out forward, in my opinion. Yamal's at home on that right-hand side. But I do like Yamal. Like, it seems like he hasn't forgotten where he's coming from with his celebration. He looks like one of those like industry plants that are just born to play football. It's an interesting debate. But again, sometimes it could come down to the environment. I think Yamal's one of them that's just going to be lit regardless. But like, Barcelona need to get a lot more healthier. And like, the way Barca are, it's like us with Bukayo Saka for a large period. It's like you're going to live or die by if Yamal has a good game or not. Real Madrid, if Endrick has a good game, great. But if not, there's several players you look around. So it'd be an interesting debate. But you know what? If them two players get it together, they could save La Liga, because La Liga is not interesting in terms of the big two clubs. Like, I'm sure I speak for everyone. There was a time where, listen, there's Arsenal fans, there's Man United fans, there's fans of all other clubs in the chat. But there was a time where no matter who you supported, you couldn't miss El Clasico. Who really cares if you don't watch El Clasico now? Really and truly, who cares? Obviously, if it was a Champions League final, Champions League semi-finals, that's different. But who cares? You watch the highlights, it's not that deep. When both of those teams, or better yet, when Spanish football was on the rise or was in its prime, you couldn't miss that. Yamal has already arrived and he's younger, too exciting for football. Pedri is more proven than Yamal. I'd say he's the best talent they've produced in a minute. Pedri didn't come through them, though. They bought him. But Pedri's a baller. I mean, they have to build around Pedri, Yamal, Pedri, and Gavi. There's a lot of people who don't rate Gavi. I don't know why, but fair enough. They're probably the three bright sparks of Barcelona at this moment. And then you got a Rojo. Other than that, I might be missing out a player or two, but if I was a Barcelona fan or if I was a Barcelona manager, everyone would be available for the right price apart from them. Like Gavi, Pedri, Yamal, Rojo, obviously, unless something ridiculous happens, you'd be my untouchables. Barca need to sort themselves out immediately. Ever since Messi and Ronaldo dipped, no one cares. Naturally. Xavi Simons, La Masia boy. He's been everywhere, man. There's rumors they want to bring him back. I think Yamal is put in a better position to improve and succeed for now in the next couple of years. Theo Hernandez is saying he might look for a move out of AC Milan. Thoughts, is Arsenal a viable option, or Real Madrid and Bayern swooping him up too? I mean, they've both been linked to him. Wouldn't mind him at the carpet, but Arteta has been linked with a left back. But you never know, but it just seems like that's probably out of the budget that we're going to allocate for a fullback. Throw into Belgium on this right-hand side. See what's going on here. 49 minutes on the clock, folks. If you haven't subscribed or smashed the like button, what are you doing? Waiting on a Belgium comeback. I think we all are waiting for Belgium to show us something. I think they started the second half, apologies, quite well, but still, essentially, it's more of the same. And to be honest, if you're the Slovakian keeper, it's not that you'll be scared, but the night before the game, you'd be thinking, listen, Kevin De Bruyne, Doku, Lukaku, Trossard, I got to be at it today, which you still do, but he ain't had to do nothing. Like, the Belgian keeper's the one that's had to make a great save. Belgium have handed it back to Slovakia at this moment in time. Onana has cleaned up for his teammates. To be fair, I thought Slovakia would have a free kick there, but yeah. I don't think we are signing players until the end of the Euros. It seems like we're keeping our eyes open. As long as we get a central midfielder, a winger, I'm cool, man. I would love a striker. But as long as we do that, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Just don't let September the 2nd or the 1st or whenever the window officially closes, don't let that come and Arsenal have not addressed things. For me personally, I know it's not as easy as this, and we've kind of showed that we can compete regardless, because for the last few years, those that have been following my channel have always been asking for a central midfielder. But if I don't see a proper partner in midfield, a game changer, and that doesn't necessarily have to be 100 million, me personally, I'm not happy and I'm not expecting anything. Like Arsenal are not going to get to where they need to get to until they sign a central midfielder, in my opinion. A winger that can bring something wouldn't go amiss. I like Bakayoko, who I don't think he's been called up by Belgium. That's a thunderous strike, and it's whistled wide by Slovakia. I'd love us to go for Pedro Neto, but I just think he's going to be priced out of a move. And when you think of Neto, unfortunately, injuries, Elise would be lit, but it seems like he's going to Chelsea. I mean, he could technically play out wide, but I would love Eze. But I don't think these guys are players. Trossard's getting peed off, pushing people. You know what? Whenever I think of Slovakia, I don't know why I think of this player. But do any of you not remember there was a player that was at Chelsea and he played for a bunch of other clubs? I think his name was Stock or something. He was tiny. Slovakia giving a good account of themselves. Throw into Belgium on this left-hand side. I mean, at some point, Kevin De Bruyne is just going to say, you know what, give me the ball. Everything's running through me. I can't see that happening just yet, but you get the point. Trossard, he's gone on to this right-hand side. That's it. Ooh, I thought that was a Belgian throw. It's not a Belgian throw. Yeah, Stock. When I think of Slovakia, I think of Hamšík. I think he's part of the coaching staff, you know. He's on the bench. He isn't good enough, but he's not been the worst. Doué looks like a baller. Give me Arsenal on the opening day. Please slap these mugs. Did you get 3 points off us last year? Funny that. Enjoy Onslaught. I might run an agenda. He's getting sacked before December. Things have changed. Trossard is having a mad stinker, man. You're not doing nothing. From watching this game and watching him at Everton, Onana is not the kind of midfielder we need, just not good enough. He'll be good for the squad. But to be fair, you're only as good as the people around you. Slovakia are attacking people down this left-hand side. Not too many shirts for the man in possession to aim for. Game management is going to be key where Slovakia are concerned. The Belgium gaffer. Oh, well, that's a terrible pass from Slovakia. Pardon me, the Belgium gaffer, maybe in about 10 minutes, surely he's got to be thinking about, oh, do I make some subs? I don't think much of Skirtle, if I'm honest with you. I don't think Skirtle was that good of a defender. I watched him when they played PSG. Standout player would be even better surrounded by Saka, Odegaard. Jorginho would be amazing in the final four. Doué's a player. He'll be at 8 long term, in my opinion. But in the short term, he can play 8, 10 on the flanks. He's got the stardust. I mean, Rennes always bring through great players. I mean, he didn't come through their academy per se, but Doku was there. Known about Doku since he was 16. Liverpool tried to get him at 16. So did Arsenal and City. Kevin De Bruyne. That's a poor pass from Kevin De Bruyne. How many times have you ever said that? Score predictions for France, Austria. 3-0 France. We need to do the double in Liverpool this season. They've been dodging that L at Anfield. I mean, I want Arsenal to get into that scenario where, you know, you look at when Liverpool and City were fighting for the titles. If Liverpool won at the Etihad or if City won at Anfield, obviously it's a big talking point for the obvious, but it's business as usual. If we win at the Etihad or at Anfield, rightly so, we're going to be like, raw, like, we ain't done this for time. Lukaku to Trossard, back to Lukaku. Lukaku gets a shot away, forces a save by the keeper. 4-1. I hope they keep a clean sheet if Saliba starts. Liverpool are hairless like their manager. Harsh. Silly. Corner's been taken short. Trossard aims it to the back post. That's a decent knockout. No, Lukaku. It's surely 1-1. The offside flag has stayed down. And there we have it. Parity has been restored, people. Slovakia 1, Belgium 1. Big up Onana for the build-up play as well. Lukaku gets himself on the score sheet and opens his account for the Euro 2024 campaign. 10 minutes into the second half. It's game on, people. It's game on. Boy. Kevin De Bruyne and Trossard with a short taking set piece. Trossard stood it up to the back post. Onana's headed it back across. Oh, you know what? Are they going to have a look? That might, I can't imagine it'll get flagged for offside, but it depends on how they draw the angles. I think Lukaku, that might get chalked off. I think Slovakia have a good case based on the angle just showed. I think they've got a good case. Goal check. Is it going to stand? That could be ruled out for offside, you know. The angle they showed on TV, Lukaku did look offside. I must admit, he did look offside. Goal review. No goal, actually. There you have it. There you have it, people. The goal has been chalked off, and that will count for nothing. Lukaku has not opened his account. He is slightly offside. To be fair, it's a good call. It is a very good call. What am I doing here? Why does it say 1-0 Belgium? I'm doing the wrong things. 1 sec, folks. There we go. That's how you're supposed to look, fella. Let's go over to Twitch and change the scoreline there. Yep. Nope. The goal's been chalked off. It's still 1-0 to Slovakia. Lukaku did put the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately, he did so from an offside position. All right, mate, you got to learn the offside flag, I guess. Lukaku can only play in Italy, if you ask me. Bit harsh. Bakayoko. Oh, he is in the squad. My boy. Let's go. Mangala's come off. Bit harsh. He had a decent goal score. To be fair, Lukaku, apart from Chelsea. Oh, I don't know about his second spell, to be fair, but his first spell, Lukaku's got a good record, really, where it comes to scoring goals. He's definitely bit harsh. I do think Italy is his thing. To be fair, probably needs to go Saudi. Lukaku is 31. Like, remember when he just came through? To be fair, though, 13 goals in 32 appearances in Serie A weren't the worst from him last season. Yeah, no, to be brutally honest, Lukaku's record isn't terrible, essentially. You know, for Everton, 166 games, 87 goals, 27 assists. For Inter Milan, 78 goals and 23 assists in 132. For Anderlecht, he got 41 goals and 17 assists in 98. In 96 appearances for Manchester United, 42 goals and 12 assists. For Roma, 47 appearances, 21 goals. Chelsea record's dead, 15 goals in 59 appearances. Bit harsh on Lukaku, man. To be fair, he's got a decent record. What in the FA Cup, 25 appearances, 16 goals. Champions League's not the best, 18 goals in 41, which isn't terrible. Europa, 27 goals in 46. The Pro League in Belgium, 29 goals in 55 games. Serie A, 70 goals in 129. In the Premier League, 278 appearances, 121 goals. Bit harsh, man. 85 goals in 115 for Belgium. Bit harsh, man. I do agree, though, but I think we're being a bit harsh on him. Hi, bro. Hope you're well. I hope you're well and safe as well. Belgium are finished. They had their golden generation and flop. There's no lines like cheap EPL. They use a machine and it's accurate. Well, the Premier League definitely don't want to get on that. It's not Trossard's day. Lukaku is a great striker. It's just he's had some highlight reel stinkers. I just don't think Lukaku is in the wrong generation. Like, in my opinion, like if he was in the early 2000s, 4-4-2 days, he might be held in. Listen, don't get twisted. Not a world beat or anything like that, but he'd be held in high regards. The problem with Lukaku is that, you know, for the large majority of his career, the game has shifted, and it's a weird one being a striker now because you can score bare goals. People say, but your heat map, you don't drop deep, etc. Or you could be what you typically see, you know, like Gabriel Jesus or Morata. You know, many strikers, not just them, who are, you know, they're good at all that. Kai Havertz, even though he's finding his goal scoring form at the moment, guys that can contribute in all the other phases of playing, they can score goals, but they're not really goal scorers. That's a fantastic. Who played that pass from a Belgian perspective? They found Lukaku to Trossard to Bakayoko. Come on, my boy. I want you at Arsenal. Show us something. Show us something. Kevin De Bruyne back to Bakayoko. Doku's on the corner. 31 goals in 83 games is not really good for a number 9 who can't really create or shoot. My team, France, playing today. Boy, big up France, man. I'm looking forward to seeing Kylian Mbappe. Trossard's delivered a decent ball. It's not Belgium's day, man. Will they ever score? And the Slovakians can counter-attack, not if you play a pass like that. I guess that's the big danger for Belgium now. Like, as they try and claw their way back into the game. Can Slovakia hit them on the counter and get that second, that nail in the coffin? Just tuned in. What was your thoughts on the Romania-Ukraine game? Ukraine got thumped. Zini defo cried. I didn't watch it, but, you know, that's a statement from Romania to score 3. Lukaku would have been terrific in the early 2000s. Have a Michael Owen feeding off him in the 4-4-2. Do you know what? I think people underrate Michael Owen because maybe just how he carries himself in the public eye. Michael Owen, before all his injuries or in his younger days, what a forward he was. One of the best forwards England's produced. One of the greatest England players I've seen in my short 29 years. Like, in no order, who would I say is the best British players I've seen? Paul Scholes. No order. Paul Scholes, Wayne Rooney, Michael Owen's there. For me, Ashley Cole. But let's keep it attackers. Kane's up there. Beckham's up there. It should be well back of Yoko. Oh! Hey, fantastic clearance off the line from Slovakia. And to be honest with you, from a Belgian perspective, Bakayoko's been on the field 2 seconds. What happened there? I hope the Slovakian lad's all right. It looked like he saved the effort off the line. Right, is he good? Hey, this is looking quite distressing. I actually hope he's okay. Is he all right? Done his nation proud with that. It should be 1-1. Jeremy Doku's done very well. To be fair, the Slovakian keeper's made a bit of a mess. And Bakayoko almost opened his account for this tournament, but it's cleared off the line. Fantastic. Fantastic goal line clearance. As good as they come. Oh, just as he's made the clearance, people, as he's cleared it off the line, his momentum is taking him kind of into the thigh/knee of a teammate, and he's felt the brunt of that. I hope he's all right. Probably just needs a moment. That defo hurt. There's defo feeling on the floor. You be all right. Nice to see he's back up to his feet. Heroic defending. John Terry, Rio, Ferdinand, Sol, Campbell, all them and there be proud of that. I would say Van Dijk, but when have you ever praised Van Dijk for abnormal rates of defending? I'm only saying that because Marcel's there. Nice to see he's back up to his feet. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see no one get hurt. Bloody hell, that was good defending. But that's the thing, man. As terrible as Belgium have been, maybe not so much that. They could have at least scored 4 goals today. Owen won because of Madrid tax. We all know UEFA big wig support Madrid and Barca. Owen was a baller, man. 0 Arsenal attackers among the greatest England attackers and midfielders. That's good. That's cool. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I just care about Arsenal. Lampard, Gerrard, they're defo candidates. Sean Wright Phillips, he's not in them conversations there. Come on. Nah. Robbie Keane was colder than Owen. You defo weren't watching. You confirmed you didn't watch Michael Owen. Respectfully, coach, you didn't watch Michael Owen. Big up Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane, to a prime Michael Owen. Robbie Keane can't even sit in the same house as him, let alone room. Are you mad? Big up Robbie Keane. Because I know he played for Spurs, but I used to like doing the celebration in the playground. That's horrendous shout. Michael Owen. That just adds fuel to the fire of what I'm saying. People forget how good Michael Owen is. Don't let Michael Owen that comes out and says dumb shit on the TV make you mistake for him what he was on. Michael Owen was a baller. Even when he got the knee injury, to be fair, he's still there. Robbie Keane is colder than cold must mean something else. Then Michael Owen. Not even in a insulting way. How old are you? Because you can't have watched Michael Owen or you can't be clued up on Michael Owen. You can't be. Robbie Keane, out of all the effing strikers as well, Robbie Keane can't talk to Michael Owen at all. Different class of strikers. Right. When was like, I'm not even trying to diss Robbie Keane, but you flopped in Italy, flopped at Liverpool. To be fair, your career was winding down then, and Liverpool rubbed them times. You were never like cool. You found your feet at Spurs. Probably one of my. If I ever made a video of my most favorite Spurs players for my second channel to come out, I might. Robbie Keane be there. Robbie Keane, Defoe, Modric, Van der Vaart, Kane, Son. To be fair, Van der Ven as well. I wish when you see players that play for your rivals and you wish they weren't there. He's one of them. Michael Carrick, Defoe. Michael Carrick, Defoe was not average and overrated. One of the most underrated footballers in this country. Horrible. You said Kevin De Bruyne is better than Modric, so winning ways, your opinions capped a bit. Bakayoko, Kevin De Bruyne. Are we running agendas about City players and systems? Because only Doku out the City players that I've seen looking decent. Stones was looking booky for England. Foden was anonymous. Mr. Let Me Talk's not doing nothing right now. Yeah, but no one really rated Defoe like that. You're 36 and you're saying that. You can't be 36 and saying that. Stats. Well, that just tells you stats are out of context. I mean, you know what? No one's right, no one's wrong. Football would be boring if we all felt the same way. Me personally, I don't think there's any way you can have two working eyes and say Robbie Keane over Michael Owen. Oh, ref, that's a free kick. I do think the Belgian midfield is making a meal of that, but yeah. Nah, DG, you need to follow through on that video idea you had for Neymar the other day. I saw a brother reply to Matisse's tweet earlier saying Elise will have a better career than him. Belgium ain't winning this, it seems. Only takes a second to score. And they're going to need to find some goals and find some goals quick. Or they're in trouble. Kane, Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes, Beckham. As I get older, I don't know if Lampard and Gerrard are my greatest English players, you know. They probably are. Take nothing away from them. Scholes is there. I think Bellingham's going to take either Lampard or Gerrard's place. Gerrard and Lampard are there. But if I'm trying to think of a top five, for me, Beckham probably be there. But I don't know if he should be there. I'm trying not to talk about defenders because if we bring defenders, then for me, Sol Campbell, Rio, she was racist, but John Terry, have to hail him up. And it begs the question, you know, like I think England look for too many excuses. Look how many ballers have been around the previous golden generation. I don't know if people class this as a golden generation and not won anything. Carrick was only around good players. That's all. He was only rated in England. Type in Michael Carrick and see what people say about him and what good players. So when he was balling out at West Ham and Wenger tried to buy him, what then? Carrick was one of those players that made people better. Carrick's another one in the same way how we was talking about where you look at the Spanish midfielders to a degree, David Silva, Santi Cazorla, Alonso, you're kind of unfortunate to be playing in the same generation as Xavi and Iniesta. Carrick is quite unfortunate that he's playing in the same era where you had, to a degree, Scholes, more so Lampard and Gerrard. And to be fair, probably would have provided a lot more balance. Should have had way more England caps. Carrick was sick. Carrick's one of the best English midfielders of the recent times, if I'm honest. Bakayoko making an immediate impact off the bench. Unlucky not to score. Substitutes for Slovakia. Slovakia 20-odd minutes away, people. If you haven't smashed the like button, make sure you're doing such. 20-odd minutes away from winning this. It feels like there's drama. Where the drama is, whether that's a second Slovakia goal, whether that is an equalizer from Belgium, I don't know. It feels like the game's getting very open. Slovakia advancing down this left-hand side. Need more white shirts in support. And you've got to really try and find a teammate. Speaking of finding a teammate, a Belgian lad has sold Kevin De Bruyne very short. It's falling back to the Belgian captain. Pardon me, Jeremy Doku's lost it very cheaply. Yeah, you're not injured, Doku. You just lost the ball. Stop lying, man. Get up, man. Hey, Slovakia, don't put the ball out. Don't put the ball out, or I hope they equalize. Don't put the ball out. Better get your ass off that grass. Your nation needs you. Ooh, Bakayoko sent shot by a Slovakian lad. Big up Slovakia, man. This is how an underdog is meant to act. And as much as we're boying the defender for Belgium, the number 4, he's been one of Belgium's better players. Kassange, Bakayoko, Fez. Okay. This is why I shouldn't praise you. You're going back to doing dumb stuff. Fortunately for him, it's a goal kick. After this, people, we're watching France, Austria, France. Hope to see you all there. Belgium have had 58% of the ball to 42%, have had 11 attempts to 8, have had 3 corners to Slovakia's 5, but the only statistic that matters in tournament football is winning the game and getting 3 points, in which Slovakia are in the driving seat. Boy, Kassange, Trossard, surprised you've not been subbed, man. You've been as ineffective on the right and left today. Trossard, I think they should probably put a normal left back in Carrasco or Bakayoko, or someone takes your spot on one of the flanks going forward. What happened to Thorgan Hazard? Because the way you're moving, Trossard, Thorgan Hazard can't do much worse. Oh, Belgium have nicked it. Bakayoko. Lukaku, poor into Lukaku, if I'm honest. And that's poor from Belgium. The longer it goes on, the more the peak it gets. And could it be a 2v1? No, not quite. The counter attack is on for Slovakia if they time it correctly, you know. I must admit, I don't know who you take off, but I must admit I'm quite surprised Yuri Telemans hasn't been utilised so far by the Belgians. De Bruyne. Trossard can't bring that under touch. Julio Baptista was shit. Yeah, besides Docker and Trossard, these Belgian brothers don't care enough. Trossard ain't doing nothing today, man. Big up DG. How do you think Onana's playing, seeing that we're linked with him? Not standing out. Playing as poor as your teammates, really. Part of a poor collective performance from everybody. If I'm completely honest with you. Big up Santa Cruz. I just clocked that comment. Don't make strikers like they used to. I wonder when we'll see a return back to traditional nines. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because this is the game, but it all repeats itself. Slovakia on the counter-attack. Must admit, the Slovakians, as the game goes on, it's like they don't know whether to stick or twist, whether to go forward and force it, or whether to just be sensible. Kane gets goals, but he won't go down as one of the best strikers, seen way better strikers in the league come in and left. He'll definitely go down in English history, but unfortunately, you know, it shouldn't just be about trophies, but he will pick up trophies at Bayern Munich, but the legacy's tainted. Oh, wow, Slovakia, man, that's a terrible pass. You've done so well. And what the hell is that? Somehow Belgium have managed to do even worse. Boy. I hope Gareth Southgate wins the Euros to spite all his haters. Man said Dominic Solanke. Oh, Nana 60 million, such an Arteta signing average. Bit harsh to say that's an Arteta signing. I wouldn't be against it, but it wouldn't move me. Trossard's gotten better in the second half. He's making chances. I mean, you're an international footballer. Can't have done that well. He's coming off. He ain't done nothing, man. Trossard is poor there at the office. First Arsenal player to really drop a stinker. Hopefully Saliba's better in the second game to come. Telemans on. The manager's listening to the live streams. 15 minutes left, folks. Balak, Mikel, Ramirez, Anderson, Dembele, Gilberto Silva, Hargreaves were all better than Carrick. Hargreaves a baller, but he's not better than Carrick. Anderson, not better than Carrick. Dembele, not better than Carrick. Ramirez, slightly different role, not better than Carrick. Balak, better than most. Mikel is not better than Balak. Not better than Carrick. Yeah, Telemans is on. The number 2 for Belgium is so meaty. From the Owen era, have you researched Stan Collymore? For a big man, he was more suited to this era. Stan Collymore was a good striker. Before my time, clearly, but, you know, in what's available, know about his thing. Trossard ain't all that, just a good squad player, not a start for me, better off on the bench. Rotational done. I like Trossard. But for this high-level stuff, rotational, brother. He can play as a winger as well as a fullback. Kind of been pigeonholed into such. Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne's first touch is... Yeah, when Kevin De Bruyne's touch is gone, it's in issues. That's surely got to be a yellow card for whoever just made that tackle. And it is a yellow card. Completely clattered into the Belgian. That's Telemans first. Tackling has never been a strong point of his. And he's shown why. Like, strikers are gone, man. There used to be... Well, there's still strikers about, so it's not really fair for me to say strikers are gone, but 90s, early 2000s... you could list strikers at all levels, man. Like there's not even a humble Yakubu and Mark Viduka and Andrew Johnson. These guys, you don't even really see them. Heskey and that. There's a whole generation that thinks Heskey was a shit footballer, which is crazy to me. Someone said Darren Bent, like they're not Robbie Keane. Someone said that earlier. Slovakia, can they get a second? No, bro. You won a corner, bro. Why are you trying flicks? Your nation needs you, lad. Crack it, lad. Diego Costa was one of the best strikers I've seen come to the Premier League and rip it up at Chelsea as a monster. Quality signing for Chelsea. A bully. My sort of forward. It's a shame how it ended, like with the whole Conte beefing thing. Linked with Vlahovic, and we played Serbia. He was bang average. So glad we haven't went for him. Bit harsh to judge him on one game, but yeah, he was dropping the stinker. Apart from that, I'm sure he forced a good save from Pickford. Apart from that, he didn't really do nothing. Corner kick to Slovakia. Not quite been cleared by Belgium. Slovakia fighting to keep it alive, and they still have the ball on this right-hand side. Deliver. Corner kick. No, it's not even gone out. It's gone all the way to the left-hand side. Relax. Don't pull it back in the box. Give it back to no, man. It's a good ball into the box, but no, throw into Slovakia. I will scout NBA rejects just to be strikers. I don't think it works like that, but I hear that. Yeah, Hargreaves is lit, but bare players have played for good clubs. Hargreaves was a quality player, unfortunate with knee injuries, but you just say you don't like Carrick, bro. Ollie Watkins, the only striker I reckon Arsenal need. I'm not sure about the only one. Direct, fast, in. Yeah, he's a good forward. He would be great for Arsenal, but Villa have him under contract for a long time. They're in the Champions League. His price is, even though he ain't kicked the ball in the Euros, his price is only going to go up. But I remember people got onto me in one of my videos when I said, when we go back to January when we was aggressively linked with Ivan Toney, I said, I wouldn't mind Toney, but I'd rather Watkins. Come on, Slovakia, man. Standards are dropping. 30 minutes left. He's not amazing, but I think Vlahovic is decent, man. I think you're being harsh on the lad. Very harsh on the lad. Nothing going on there. Lukaku for Belgium. I mean, as time goes on, you never give up until the final whistle, but there's not been anything to really scream and shout about. Is it fair to say out of all the big, even England were nothing to scream and shout about? Out of all the bigger even big nations, I hate to use that term, but like the big nations, surely Belgium have disappointed the most. You know, with the exception of Telemans have just entered, Bakayoko's just entered. A couple people are exceptions to the rule, but it's a team, man. A man said, who remembers Yakubu and Milan Baros? You have to be over 24 to know about these, man. Big up Milan Baros. Villa. Yakubu was sick. But a lot of these strikers, not even forget like Alan Shearer and Ian Wright and all of them kind of strikers there. Forget all of them strikers, you know. If you talk about Viduka, Yakubu, Andrew Johnson, bro, even to a degree, Peter Crouch, that kind of generation of strikers, these men would have a field day with defenders in the majority of defenders in this generation, in my humble opinion. They'd have an absolute field day. Defoe would score enough goals. Keane, if I didn't say that. Even like Adebayor in his prime. Now, Adebayor was a big dog, but Adebayor in his prime just came into my mind, bro. The level of defenders nowadays, they'd have a field day, man. They'd score goals. Almanda, slightly got Kevin Phillips would bag enough goals. But the thing is, guys like him wouldn't be rated. Like, you'd probably be a super sub, you know. You were a fox in the box. Like, you wouldn't probably play in today's day and age. Someone said Santa Cruz, Benny McCart. Bro, these men would run rings around a lot of centre-backs. BT as well. Almanda. There's another one. There was another one at Blackburn. Oh, his name's... There was a next striker at Blackburn, man. His name's gone, man. His name's gone. Griezmann slept on. Winning ways. I just see your comment. You asked about Benzema. Probably not Benzema now. I mean, I would on ability, yeah, but for a year or so. But probably with everything else considered, myth. Belgium and Netherlands have definitely dropped off. Even Spain aren't what they used to be since Fabregas and Torres. To be fair, when you've got David Villa, slept on Torres, Fabregas, Prime Puyol, Ramos, PK, all them, everything's going to be a drop off, isn't it, really? Very slyly, I'm going to say Brazil for me, but when Spain were having their dominance, when they won the 2 Euros either side of the World Cup, that's got to be the best country's dominance I've seen. Like the French could do stuff like that, but France haven't done it. I ain't seen France win a Euro, seen them get to a final, seen them get to 2 World Cup finals, of course, but they ain't done what they were doing. It's hitting hope time for Belgium, man. Everyone's trying to play Cesc Fabregas passes. You are losing, and your most clinical striker is on the bench. To be fair, I don't know why Openda hasn't been drawn for to be. You are right. I don't know why he's not been. Oh, what the hell was that from Onana? You see, you got people in the chat saying that you're average, and there's nothing wrong with being average. There's plenty of Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea legends that were average, but you're not helping your cause. And Nelka's another one that would run rings, Trezeguet, but they're more higher level of the throwback strikers. I'm trying to think of the guys that were just at a couple clubs doing their things. Anelka was a Jesse, man. Belgium ranked 3rd, Slovakia 48th. This is why you can't do, look at them things. Man of the match, Docky for his assist. Brazil 82 is the best team not to win the World Cup. Way before my time, Michael, man. Way before my time. I'm born in 95, even way. I don't know what's going on there. I hear it, though. But yeah, for my gen, I would say Brazil. Nostalgic, but probably Spain for dominance. 2 Euros in a World Cup. Like, I don't think I'll see that again. But then again, where Spain were good, not to discredit them, nobody was near them really and truly. Like Argentina, man for a man, they can hang with France, but I think France have a better 11. But their man had Messi. Take nothing away from the heroics of the rest of them. When Spain were doing their thing, no one was really next to Spain. Holland had a good team. Italy with Balotelli and Cole did well. All right, you've got your wish, man. Openda is coming on. Luca Bacchio is coming on. Jeremy Doku is coming off. Fantastic assist from Jeremy Doku, just for the wrong team. Lukaku does perform for Belgium, but how many against top 10 opponents? Yeah, Brazil 0-2 was lit, but they ain't had what Spain had. 7 minutes from Belgium to claw something away from this. And to be fair, as you know, you've only got 3 group stage games. You make it difficult. As I said earlier, and I just want to know if I'm wrong. Like, we've seen the Dutch, everyone apart, the bigger nations apart from the French. We've seen the English, the Dutch, now the Belgians. Who else we've seen? The Germans, if I haven't said that. The Spanish. Probably to be expected, to be fair, but Belgium have been meaty. What a pass that is from Telemans. Deliver. Luca Bacchio, this is why you're on the bench, my dog. This is why you're on the bench. This is why you're on the bench. This is why you're on the bench. You're not serious. New Belgium pack in the air. Kevin De Bruyne, agenda's got her agenda. Let me talk. He's got that City thing. City are not thugs when it goes left. Who's the best player, Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo? Big up Ronaldo, because I do think people kind of hate on him, but Ronaldo, for me anyways, Messi's up here, Cristiano Ronaldo is down there. And that's no slight on Ronaldo. Messi's just different. There's nothing, in my opinion, nothing Ronaldo can do that Messi can. I prefer to watch Ronaldo score some headers, but yeah. There are certain things I prefer about Ronaldo over Messi, but all in all, Lionel, man. What team is Doku at then? He plays for City and Belgium, but you wouldn't have known that watching this at the moment. I mean, when Ali Adier was coming through, bro, look at the strikers. You're never going to get there. Bro, Messi's header again. Do you know why I like that in the final? The first time they met, because that was when, if anyone who remembers or old enough here, there was a time where people didn't want to accept Messi's greatness. Like, people didn't want to accept it. And that was 09 Rome. People were still trying to run that Messi can't do it against the English clubs. Blah, blah, blah. He's overrated. He's this, he's that, the third. He's out-jumped Rio Ferdinand. And I remember that final. There's a couple of Messi goals I'll always remember. I remember when there's a couple that I'll always remember. I remember when he kind of chipped. I mean, he scored a lot against Arsenal, but he kind of like chipped it over Almunia and then volleyed it into the back of the net. The one in the final at Wembley, that header. And it's not his most eye-catching goal because Messi scored a lot. Openda's done very well. He set up Lukaku. You have to score. It's 1-1 finally. So whoever called for Openda to come on, you've got your wish. You lot shouldn't be celebrating. Kevin De Bruyne has got the right idea. Man are celebrating. He's saying, get the ball. Lukaku finally gets his goal. But as I was saying, for me, Messi's best goal for me isn't necessarily like, it's not he ain't danced past 20 players. He hasn't scored from 30 yards. He ain't done any of that stuff. My favorite Messi goal would be, it could have been the quarterfinals. I'm sure it was the semi-finals against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Don't quote me. I remember it because obviously I was in school. We had football training. Football training is done, and like it was at five-a-side or like Power League. And obviously, if it's five-a-side, if you're not from England, you don't know what five-a-sides is. I don't know what to say in it, but obviously they've got like a bar and they've got the TV. So we've come in for like maybe the last 20 minutes of the first half. And I remember that goal. I can't remember the minute, but it was defo just before half time. The game was quite close. And I can't remember who gave Messi the ball, but someone gave Messi the ball and there weren't no space. My man just danced past like what felt like 10 players and he's kind of falling over and he's just kissed the ball with his right peg and it's just trickled in. Boy, whoever called for a Openda lit handball shouts. I'm not sure, man. Oh, hey, the goal could get shagged again. It could get shagged again. Maybe the handball from Arthur shouts is there. Lukaku's getting mad. The Congolese is coming up. Openda showing, yeah. You talk about Sesko from Leipzig strikers. Remember who kept him on the bench? That is a shag. 2 shagged goals. Did it hit his hand? Let's see. I mean, come on, man. 2 men are competing for the ball. That's a shit. It's bounced and hit his hand. That's a shag. Oh, they're about to get shagged. I mean, it has hit his hand, but I mean, in reality, in football, come on, man. Shagged. It's shagged. It's shagged. It's shagged. It's shagged. Safe. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. Belgium, I think you're going to get zanged. Now we're going to, the right call is it has hit his hand. We're going to see if we're going to actually see if the linesman's got bullets because he might choke and just make sure the goal's been given. Pardon me. I think the right call is still stays 1-0 to Slovakia. I think he's going to buckle under the pressure, if I'm honest with you. I think he's going to crumble. Yeah, he's not crumbled. What do I know? What do I know? What do I know? The goal's not been given. Fair enough. He didn't crumble. I feel sorry for Lukaku. He got zanged, man. Absolutely got zanged, man. It's harsh, but just because it's harsh don't mean it's the wrong call. Like, we always, well, me anyways, I'm the first to get at referees and say they're incompetent. Bro, if it's the right call, it's the right call. I do think it's harsh. Like, it has hit his hand. Only he will know if he's truthfully tried to. For me, it looked like the Slovakian lad and Openda, they're both competing. It is what it is. Zanged. It is harsh though, man. And it begs the question, in today's day and age, do you celebrate Tedesco? I don't think, I mean, naturally the ref has to take, the manager has to take responsibilities for the shortcomings of the team, but I think it's more down to the incompetence out there. You know, like football's decided in both boxes. Doku done a madness. They, as poor as Belgium have been, they've created enough chances. Fair enough, they've technically put the ball in the back of the net twice and VAR's done whatever. But in the first half, they had chances. Boy, Lukaku could have been top goal scorer now. DG, get out the receipts where Slovakia in the FIFA rankings is peak. Messi is what, 36, and all man can say about him now is rigged Ballon d'Ors and World Cups. They're trying to deny Messi back then and can still do it when he's near retirement. I must admit, even though, like, oh, sorry, something took my attention, but like, Messi winning the World Cup was for the best because football won. 7 minutes of added on time, football won. People will always move the goalposts, and if you can move the goalposts with Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, what does that mean for everyone? And they're not the first, and they're not going to be the last. You can have your preference and think Cristiano Ronaldo's better than him and all of that stuff, but Messi, God-given talent, and even that's disrespectful because I always feel, yeah, when you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, people make out respectfully like he was Stuart Downing and he just worked mad hard, which downplays, Cristiano Ronaldo not resting on his laurels of his natural talent. And people behave like Messi, just God gave you talent, make it happen in it. Like he just rested on his laurels. These lot did a madness because of Messi and Ronaldo. Like players that are now absolutely quality are frowned upon. I don't think anyone will replicate. Well, I say that they probably will, but for now, it doesn't feel like they will. You look at the longevity of Messi and Ronaldo, how long they've been doing it, and I know Messi and Ronaldo will both say, I'm not looking at the other person. I'm not doing this and that." Indirectly, like they must have, and I think them two kept each other going. It's like Klopp and Pep. I do obviously Pep's won. He lost out on one league title. There's 6 more minutes, people, and he's dominated the rest, but I think knowing that Klopp is creeping, it keeps you got that competition, just keeps you going. And in the last 2 years, you could say that with Arteta and Pep, ultimately, like Klopp, ain't worked. Well, they think Messi don't practice, bro. Like it's jarring. It's jarring. Yeah, he might have took some growth hormones and that. Lukaku to a pender. That's why he's not known for assists. Too much on it. Messi plays the same kind of football he has played at academy football. That just shows what a genius. He barely changed his game. And still, for me with Messi, it's the simplicity in how he plays, bro. It's just body feints. Like it's just mad body feints and quick changes of movement. And I've said it yesterday or the day before. When I went and watched Messi live, if you did not know anything about football, Messi was the best. I promise you. I'm exaggerating a bit, but I promise you for 89 minutes or the majority of the game, you'll be like, this can't be the Messi they're talking about, like the Tom Brady of football. He's walking around. He's so disinterested. He's looking at the floor. He's playing with his shins. Then something just clicks and he's gone. And for me, I've seen Messi be a 10, a winger, a false 9. Towards the end of his career, like now, he's still scoring and stuff, but it feels like, not that he's more of an assist or provider, but he's taking more of an uncle. Bro, Messi's the best ever in it. You're better than Ronaldinho, but you're not better than Ronaldinho. But the best ever in it. It makes no sense. Football don't make sense. Messi should not be the best. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin doesn't score. I like the Brighton lad, To be fair, I don't know. DG, which country would you scout young players where not many scouts go to? For me, Japan and yours. To be fair, Japan's underrated. I wouldn't really say, in today's day and age, where are scouts not scouting? I would say Africa, but everyone's in Africa. I think it's underrated, really and truly. Like, I would say Africa's underrated. I think Uruguay is quite downplayed as well. If it was up to me and I was in charge of Arsenal, I would go over them sides. I'd probably the Caribbean as well. There must be an occasional player that you can see with Chelsea. I'd go over them sides. But for me, I'd literally just send a scout and say, you're scouting Croatia, just stand outside Dynamo Zagreb and go Serbia and just stand outside Partizan and pick up stuff. I like Messi, but if we deep it, Cristiano is close to complete every type of goal, left, right. I hear that, but man can't say Cristiano Ronaldo's complete and not Messi. Like, Ronaldo's a freak. Like, it just like, why I like Ronaldo is he's a freak. Like do you know how motivated you have to be? Because both of them actually, and players that have achieved a lot but nowhere near them, have every reason to rest on their laurels. Like for me, Ronaldo has become I've seen Ronaldo go from being like a very good player, but a guy who used to dive, do too many skills, and just be an annoyance at Man United, to finding that real sweet spot of being a baller. Then obviously he's just become this ultimate goal scorer. See Ronaldo doing a number of leagues as well. Both sick players, man. Two of the best ever. Yeah, you can prefer Ronaldo. There's no shame. I'm not one of them who's like, I think people are too tribal with this. I like Messi, so he's, F Ronaldo and whatnot. You can definitely prefer that. If you were to offer me both of these players in their prime and say they're going to play like a game, I'd rather watch Messi. I think it's more breathtaking. I think it's more my sort of football. I think it's more like there's no words to describe him. But you bring through that, when Ronaldo, when his game was, when he really became this quality player at United, towards the back end of his United career / the first couple of years at Real Madrid, like when he was still doing a million skills and all of that, that Ronaldo, I would want to see. I can appreciate the ultimate goal scorer he's coming. I rate that from Ronaldo because what people don't understand is Ronaldo had the common sense to see, you know what? The footballers are getting younger. The sports science, all of that stuff, age catches up with all of us. Let me change my game to still be 30, and he's done that, and he's done it well. Insane discipline, man. Insane discipline. Do you know how much drive you need for that? Especially when I could never comprehend it in it. But you know, I'm just a YouTuber. When you lot tell me you're doing a good job, you're doing well, there's an element of complacency that sinks in. So when you're Ronaldo and these guys, you've won Ballon d'Ors, you've won champs, you've different stats. Will be here all day with both of them. You've got every reason for your foot to come off the gas. But that voice in your head, you're still getting up at 8 a.m. You're still doing, and discipline looks sexy when you're Cristiano Ronaldo. But when you deep it, discipline's not sexy. You think these man, and keeping it with Ronaldo, you think man want to wake up at 8 a.m. and go and do this and not eat certain things. But that's what makes you. Slovakia on the counter attack. Look up. But you better make a foul. There's half a second left. You better make a foul. Don't let them take the free kick quickly. Take a yellow. Oh, Nana driving forward for Belgium. I rate that from the Slovakia lad. He's too tired. He tried to pull him down. If you had to choose between Messi and Ronaldo to restart their career and do it all over again, which one would you choose? Messi. I'd rather watch Messi. If Ronaldo signs for Arsenal, great. Come then. Do you watch tennis? Nadal, Federer, Djokovic? I think you mean Serena, elite athletes. I'm not. I watch tennis when it's on, but I'm not like, I can't tell you this guy and that guy. There is what I don't know why I don't like her, but what's her name, man? She represents England, and I think she's of Romanian descent. She was a young prodigy, and I was like, yeah, you're going to be one of them that I'm going to follow. I'm going to, like, I want you to do the best you can. When I found out she was a Spurs fan, safe. I never want you to blow in this tick. Safe. Forgot her name. Messi is also much more consistent and successful with his decision making. Ronaldo will shoot more, but Messi will score more shots. Same with passing and dribbling. I don't. If there was one regret I've got for Cristiano Ronaldo, it's the same that I've said to Paul Pogba, bro. You never go back to an ex in it. Both of you shouldn't have went back to Man United. My biggest regret for Messi is that you didn't end your career at Barcelona, but even that, like, what's the point? Barca rubbed out. Yeah, her, man. Emma, yeah. You're a Spurs fan. I wish you no success, ever. That should be the end of the game. Slovakia complete the first upset of the Euro 2024, is it? Yeah, it is. It's got to be. I mean, to be fair, VAR has shagged Belgium twice, but away from that, the legitimate chances that Belgium created did not take. You know, Trossard and Lukaku decision-making terrible. Doku's terrible. Kevin De Bruyne was one of the better players, but wasn't amazing. Horrible from Belgium. Adele's a Tottenham fan too. I mean, you can't hate on Adele. She's an exception, man. She's an exception. But still, once you make it known that you're a Spurs fan, I don't wish you any success, man, really. But I'm just a hater. It comes with the game. People on that as well, though, people don't forget, in just under an hour, 7:50, we'll be watching France against Austria. Hopefully, we see some Kylian Mbappe sourcing. But pardon me, the first upset has happened with this supposed and golden generation that allegedly Belgium are. And this is why we love football, really. Again, big up the Twitch gang. I'm live again at 7:50. For now, though, I'm going to love and leave you lot. Obviously, you know, Belgium, if you need a player to play for you that can put the ball in the back of the net when times are hard, shout me.
Against this right back, Charlie.